Welcome to Siderwitz Field. The Martinsville Artesians will host the Plainfield Quakers in a huge matchup for the conference. What it looks like, though, senior night for the Artesians, so we're going to send it over to our PA announcer, Jason Carter, for the senior night festivities.
On behalf of Mr. Principal Mr. Jeff Bennett at Martinsville High School, welcome to Senior Night 2024. We would like to take this opportunity to show our appreciation to our senior athletes and their parents. We would like to thank the class of 2024 for their strong work ethic, their school spirit, and their determination. We would also like to thank the parents for all their help and support to our fine senior class. Our first senior tonight is cross-country member Cameron Angelo G. Cameron is being escorted by his mom Angie and his father Robert G. Cameron is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Thespians, Decathlon, and GSA. Cameron plans to attend
DePaul University to study English. Cameron's favorite memory from cross-country is losing his shoe halfway through a race and still finishing the race his freshman year. Best of luck, Cameron Angelo G. Our next senior is cross-country member Allison Greenwell. Allison is being escorted by her parents, Terry and Craig Riesenmeek. Allison is a member of the Student Athletic Leadership Team, Dance Marathon, Student Council, Leadership Team for the Habitat for Humanity, and is the Class of 2025 Secretary. Allison is a senior captain on the cross-country team and also plays basketball, soccer, and track. Allison plans to attend college for dentistry and run collegiately. Allison's favorite memory from cross-country is going to the Nike Twilight Meet, where they run under the lights and watch fireworks after the race. Best of luck, Allison Greenwell. Our next senior is cross-country member Caitlin Long. Caitlin is being escorted by her parents, Stephanie and Mark Long. Caitlin is a member of MHS, FCA, Habitat for Humanity Leadership Team, the Leo Club Secretary and Vice President, Dance Marathon, Student Ambassador, Student Council Vice President, Academic Decathlon, Academic Super Bowl, Peer Tutoring, 4-year cross-country member, 3-year track and field member, 3-time Mental Attitude Award winner, cross-country team captain, and is currently ranked #1 in her class. Caitlin plans to attend college to major in psychology to become a therapist that deals with stress and anxiety. Caitlin's favorite memory from cross-country is going to be the cross-country camp as freshman with Coach Houchin. Best of luck, Caitlin Long. Our next senior is dance team member Ayla Alti. Ayla is being escorted by her parents, Amy and Austin Alti. Ayla is a 4-year varsity dance team member that has won 3 state titles. Dance team captain, member of MHS and dance marathon. Ayla plans to attend college and major in exercise science and continue dancing. Ayla's favorite memory from dance is going to Pizza King with the team after the solo and ensemble competition last year and winning 2 state titles last season. Best of luck, Ayla Alti. Our next senior is dance team member Casey Metcalf. Casey is being escorted by her parents, Annika and Ben Metcalf. Casey is a 2-year varsity dance member, 2-time state champion in dance, and is graduating with academic honors. Casey plans to attend Ivy Tech Terre Haute for medical sonography. Casey's favorite memory from dance is winning state with my best friend and eating Chick-fil-A before every halftime performance. Best of luck, Casey Metcalf. Our next senior is dance team member James Neoris. James is being escorted by her parents Aaron and Jason Neoris. James is a 4-year dance team member and is a 2-time state champion in dance. James plans to join the workforce after graduating in May. James' favorite memory from dance is winning state. Best of luck, James Neoris. Our next senior is dance team member Madison Rock. Madison is being escorted by her parents, Janelle and Matt Roth. Madison is a member of Student Council, a Red Blue Crew member, athletic leadership team member, dance marathon, Bible club, and is a 4-year dance member with 2 state titles. Madison plans to attend college and study nursing. Madison's favorite memory from dance is winning state and celebrating with the team by going to Taco Bell and being escorted by the fire truck on the way back to school. Best of luck, Madison Rock. Our next senior is dance team member Madison Yarnell. Madison is being escorted by her parents, Wendy and Robert Yarnell. Madison is a member of the Red Blue Crew, Dance Marathon, Interact Club member, 4-year dance team member, 2-time state champion in dance, dance team captain, and won a national championship for competitive dance. Madison plans to attend college to major in kinesiology or dental hygiene and dance collegiately. Madison's favorite memory from dance is going to Taco Bell after winning state and completing my solo at dance team comp with Morgan Howell. Best of luck, Madison Yarnell. Our next senior is varsity cheerleader Haley Brumley. Haley is being escorted by her parents, Jolanta Brumley and James Ritchie. Haley is a 4-year MHS cheerleader, All-American nominee, and will graduate with academic honors. Haley plans to attend IU Indianapolis for Health and Human Services to become a pediatrician. Haley's favorite memory from cheer is spending time with my teammates before the game and having fun on the bus with the bus driver, Stacy. Best of luck, Haley Brumley. Our next senior is varsity cheerleader Grayson Chilazic. Grayson is being escorted by her parents, Dana and Alex Chilazic. Grayson is a member of the Red Blue Crew, Bible Club. She's a 4-year MHS cheerleader, 3-year comp cheerleader, 3-year track and field member, unified sport peer. She will be graduating with academic and technical honors and attends Hoosier Hills to obtain her certified medical assisting license. She currently works as a certified nursing assistant. Grayson plans to attend college to obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing. Grayson's favorite memory from cheer is home football games and cheering with the littles at the cheer clinics. Best of luck, Grayson Chilasik. Our next senior is varsity cheerleader Abigail Dalton. Abigail is being escorted by her parents, Kim and Philip Dalton. Abigail is a member of the Dance Marathon, the Red Blue Crew, Bible Club, a 3-year MHS cheerleader, and is an early graduate. Abigail plans to attend college to study radiology. Abigail's favorite memory from cheerleading is getting new stunt skills and the fun bus rides. Best of luck, Abigail Dalton. Our next senior is varsity cheerleader Emily Fluke. Emily is being escorted by her parents, Claire and Ron Fluke. Emily is an All-American cheerleader her junior and senior year. They won Mid-State All-Conference her junior year. Emily tied a school record in track and field for long jump, is a school record holder for track and field in the 4x1, placed 15th in state for long jump in track and field. Emily was the 2024 Junior Prom Court Princess and is a member of the Red Blue Crew and Bible Club and the Criminal Justice Program at MHS. Emily plans to attend college to major in criminal justice and cheer collegiately. Emily's favorite memory from cheer is NCAA junior year. Best of luck, Emily Fluke. Our next senior is varsity cheerleader Ava Hess. Ava is being escorted by her parents, Andrea and Eric Hess. Ava is a member of FFA, the Red Blue Crew, Hoosier Girls State Delegate, junior and senior class president, a 4-year Martinsville High School cheerleader, and will be graduating with academic honors and college core. Ava plans to attend Purdue University next fall. Ava's favorite memory is post-win bus rides and doing barstool interviews. Best of luck, Ava Hess. Our next senior is football manager Gwendolyn O'Brien. Gwendolyn is being escorted by Carrie O'Brien and Bonnie Chaplin. Gwendolyn has been the manager for football, basketball, and wrestling for 4 years. Gwendolyn plans to attend college to become a social worker. Gwendolyn's favorite memory is beating Bloomington South. Best of luck, Gwendolyn O'Brien. Our next senior is football manager Lily Wilson. Lily is being escorted by Tammy Wilson. Lily is a member of JAG, a football manager for 3 years, and is a 3-year tennis athlete. Lily plans to attend Indiana State for business as well as cosmetology school. Lily's favorite memory is playing tennis and the warm welcome she received from her coach and teammates. Best of luck, Lily Wilson. Our first senior football player is number 3, Hunter Stroud. Hunter is being escorted by his parents, Kimberly Ham and Andrew Stroud. Hunter is junior all-state for football. He broke 3 school records in football, including most receiving yards all time, the furthest kickoff return, and most receptions in a game. Hunter plans to attend college to study business and play football. Hunter's favorite memory from football is beating Whiteland his sophomore year when they were number 1 in 5A. Best of luck, number 3, Hunter Stroud. Our next senior is number 4, AJ Reynolds. AJ is being escorted by his parents, Crystal and Jim Reynolds. AJ was an all-conference honorable mention, preseason all-state and mid-state champion. AJ plans to attend college and study sports management and continue playing football. AJ's favorite memory is winning the conference championship last year. Best of luck. Number 4, AJ Reynolds. Our next senior is football player number 6, Draven Sanders. Draven is being escorted by Alyssa and Justin Sanders. Draven plans to become a lineman or a heavy equipment operator after high school. Draven's favorite memory is beating Decatur this year. Best of luck. Number 6, Draven Sanders. Our next senior is number 13, Trenton Tolliver. Trenton is being escorted by his mom, Megan Mitchell, and dad, Dominic Tolliver. Trenton plans to attend lineman school after high school. Trenton's favorite memory is all the bus rides home after a win. Best of luck, Trenton Tolliver. Our next senior is number 14, Mason Kirkhoff. Mason is being escorted by his parents, Leslie and Doug Kirkhoff. Mason plans to become an electrical lineman after high school. Mason's favorite memory is beating Decatur and Mooresville this year. Best of luck, number 14, Mason Kirkhoff. Our next senior is number 34, Austin Pryor. Austin is being escorted by his parents, Jill and Chris Pryor. Austin is a 4-year football athlete and a 3-year baseball athlete. Austin plans to attend lineman school after high school. Austin's favorite memory is the Decatur game of last year. Best of luck, number 34, Austin Pryor. Our next senior is football player number 54, Ty Hornberger. Ty is being escorted by Sarah McMillan. Ty is a 4-year football player and is a mid-state champion. Ty plans to attend college and play football. Ty's favorite memory is beating Plainfield last year. Best of luck, number 54, Ty Hornberger. Our next senior is number 64, Maddox Dilly. Maddox is being escorted by his parents, Darby and Nathan Dilly. Maddox is a team captain and a 2-year varsity starter. He's also a member of the Leadership Council, top 20 in his class, and holds a 4.1 grade point average. Maddox plans to attend DePaul University to study finance and play football. Maddox's favorite memory is senior float trip when Max Gonzalez and Phoenix Metcalf flipped their canoe and floated down the river. Best of luck, number 64, Maddox Dilly. Our next senior is football player number 66, Garrett Patterson. Garrett is being escorted by Sarah Patterson, Grant Patterson, and Brittany Lee. Garrett has a 3.8 grade point average and is unsure what his plans are after high school. Garrett's favorite memory is beating Bloomington South this year and going to Louder Than Life with his dad. Best of luck, number 66, Garrett Patterson. Our next senior is number 67, Phoenix Metcalf. Phoenix is being escorted by Zach and Elijah Kramer. Phoenix plans to attend the Armed Forces after high school. Phoenix's favorite memory is the bus ride home from East Central his sophomore year. Best of luck, number 67, Phoenix Metcalf. Our next senior is number 70, Max Gonzalez. Max is being escorted by his parents, Rachel and James Gonzalez. Max is a 4-year football athlete and 2-year member of Leadership Council. Max plans to attend trade school and start working after high school. Max's favorite memory is being a part of the Mid-State Conference champion team. Best of luck, number 70, Max Gonzalez. Our next senior is number 77, Hayden Van Deventer. Hayden is being escorted by his parents, Courtney and Carl Van Deventer. Hayden is a 2-year varsity football athlete Hayden plans to attend college to study athletic training and play football. Hayden's favorite memory is winning conference last year. Best of luck, number 77, Hayden Van Dievender. Our next senior is number 83, Brody Thacker. Brody is being escorted by his dad, Stephen Thacker, his grandma, Karen Stollard, and his sister, Molly Thacker. Brody plans to join the union after high school to become a pipe fitter. Brody's favorite memory is beating Plainfield to win the conference. Best of luck, number 83, Brody Thacker. Our next senior is football player number 87, Josh Jones. Josh is being escorted by his parents, Trish and Jeff Jones. Josh is a 4-year athlete in football and baseball and is a part of the Unified Football Program. Josh plans to attend lineman school after high school. His favorite memory is beating Plainfield in 2023 to win conference and being escorted by the fire truck back to Martinsville High School. Best of luck, number 87, Josh Jones. Our next senior is number 88, Noah Sumner. Noah is being escorted by his parents, Kyla and Vince Sumner. Noah is an IHSAA state qualifier in wrestling. He's also recognized as a rising star of Indiana by the High School Principals Association. Noah has a 4.274 grade point average. Noah plans to pursue an electrical engineering degree and wrestle in college. Noah's favorite memory is beating Plainfield last year to win conference and being able to play football with his brother Joel. Best of luck, number 88, Noah Sumner. Our last senior tonight is number 93, Dominic Mercer. Dominic is being escorted by his parents, Tanya and Bart Mercer. Dominic is a 2023 regional qualifier in wrestling with 20-plus wins in his 23-24 season. Dominic plans to study aviation at Indiana State University. Dominic's favorite memory is winning conference last year. Best of luck, number 93, Dominic Mercer. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause to recognize our senior athletes, the hard work, the dedication, all that goes in to what they do is greatly appreciated. Round of applause for our 24 seniors.
Welcome to Ciderwitz Field on the campus of Martinsville High School for the final week of the Indiana high school football season. Tonight, the Class 4A second-ranked Martinsville Artesians will host the 5A fifth-ranked Quakers of Plainfield in a huge mid-state conference battle on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nate Long, and I'll be joined by my broadcasting partner, Preston Dilly. And you don't get many of these opportunities in a lifetime. But for these two programs, it's year 2 in a row. These two squads will match up in the last game of the season with the conference title on the line. The Artesians come into this game at 8-0, 6-0 in conference play, and have a firm grasp at the moment on the conference. The Quakers come into this one 7-1, but 5-1 in conference play. The Artesians with a win would win the conference outright, and would be back-to-back champions. A Plainfield win would result in co-champions with Plainfield and Martinsville. As that happens, plus the Decatur win, Decatur is also 5-1 in conference play, would also, with a win with Decatur and the Plainfield win, would be a 3-way tie at the top of the conference. The Mid-State doesn't do any tiebreakers, as we saw last season with the Artesians and the Hawks of Decatur Central both getting the Mid-State championship. But tonight is Martinsville senior night, Braxton.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at Martinsville as a whole, it's the first time since 2001 season that the Artesians started off the year 8-0. The last time the Artesians were to finish the season 9-0 was the 1982 season. A lot on the line tonight, and after talking to some of the coaches and players about this conference title on the line, they are looking to win this thing outright and don't have any plans on sharing it.
nearly 42 years since the Artesians were undefeated in the regular season. What has been the reason this team has exploded this season?
Yeah, Nate. I mean, first of all, we have to mention that it is senior night for the Artesians, and their stars this year offensively have been seniors. Leading the way is quarterback and wide receiver duo A.J. Reynolds and Hunter Stroud. Reynolds has thrown for 1,812 yards and 22 touchdowns so far this season, and for Stroud, he leads the state in receptions with 80 and is third in the state with 962 yards on the season. These two are a big task for any defense to go against.
And on the defensive side for the Artesians, they are led by their junior safety in Grady Gardner. Gardner last week against Mooresville had an incredible week, intercepting Connor Cruz 3 times and taking one of them back for a pick 6. He also leads the team with 37 solo tackles.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like that game last week, 50% of the throws got completed to Grady Gardner. I mean, going off that, having to deal with Gardner tonight is the Plainfield offense, who looks pretty different from last year. Coach Bless described their team as a running the ball first type of team and only passing when they need to. They're led by 2 really good running backs, with Luke Starnes getting the bulk of the carries. Last year, he finished the season just under 1,000 yards rushing. This season, he is already over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And their other running back, Weston Wyrich, has rushed for 745 yards and 12 touchdowns. A run-heavy offense that the Artesians are going to have to slow down this game.
On the defensive side of the ball for the Quakers, leading the way is their defensive lineman, Bolu Jewa, who had 11 tackles a week ago in the Whiteland Warrior game. Coach Bless also mentioned that Thomas Strange and Alex Holzball as 2 of the other stars on the defensive side of the ball. So, Braxton, we've heard about both squads, but what do the Artesians have to do to get the win tonight?
Well, Nate, we've heard a lot this year, but number one, they're going to have to take care of the ball, especially in a game like this when you're not going to get many possessions. The other team is trying to limit them. You're going to have to take care of this ball and not have any silly turnovers. You're going to have to play gap sound. This is a really run-heavy team and will have to be big in the trenches, especially on the defensive side. And lastly, they're going to have to make the big play. Again, like I mentioned, Plainfield's going to try to slow this game down in the amount of possessions for each team, and they need to make these plays when they come up.
That was the Artesians' keys to the game. We'll switch it over to the Plainfield keys to the game. And number one, there's only 2 for the Plainfield Quakers, and Coach Bless told me. Number one was winning the line of scrimmage. This is a run-heavy team. O-line has to win and to create running lanes for Starnes and Wayrich, who have combined for almost 2,000 yards this season.
Yeah.
And key number 2, everyone do their job. Coach Bless, his own quote, continuing to do our job and trust that each teammate does their job with a great attitude, effort, and execution.
You know, Nate, I think you said it best at the very beginning. You don't get many opportunities like this in the game of football, and especially high school football. These type of moments when you're battling for the Mid-State Conference last game of the season, you don't get this very often. This is a special atmosphere, special game. A lot on the line tonight. It should be a really good game, and I'm really looking forward to it.
We got 5 minutes left on the clock. We're going to take a look. We're going to go to our starters at the moment. We're going to look into the sectional draw for the Artesians.
Sectionals last Sunday.
You should see it on your screen right about now. The Artesians drew and will host Charlestown next Friday night. I mean, you will be here.
We'll get one more at least.
At least one more. And that looks like Silver Creek and Connersville, the winner of that. Hopefully, Artesians win that one. We'll be taking on Silver Creek, Connersville. And then you look at the bottom of that, Jennings County and Bedford. Bedford, the team we already saw this year, beat them 50-7. And then Shelbyville and Greenwood, that bottom game, beat Greenwood 50-31 this season as the Artesians. So a winnable sectional for the Artesians.
Last time they won it, 1996.
The Artesians run onto the field. What a game we have in store for us, Braxton.
Should be a good one.
Conference title on the line. A perfect season on the line. Everything on the line for these seniors on senior night.
I mean, just kind of looking over back at the season, every good game that we've caught, it feels like in this stadium this year, we've had just absolute great games. starting off the Bloomington South game. I mean, you got the Decatur game. Whiteland game was a great one. The Perry Meridian game was pretty close. I mean, we've just been blessed to call so many good games, and I don't think this one's going to fall any short of another good game here tonight.
I don't think so either, but we're going to send it down to the field for the national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance.
In the playing of our national anthem following our Pledge of Allegiance. First, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Field. 8-0 Artesians, number 2 ranked in Division 4A. Plainfield Quakers, number 5 in 5A, with a conference title on the line.
Doesn't get much better than this, Nate. This is 2 big dogs facing off, and the biggest stage of them all right here in the regular seasons you can get is the conference title, and it's on the line tonight. Artesians could win a share of it if they lose, but I know they got their eyes on trying to win it outright as they got the share last year. So, and I know this Quaker team, in my opinion, may be the best team they played all year. I mean, they are loaded. They got some big guys up front paving the way. Luke Starnes, big old running back, he's going to be having a lot of carries tonight. They got a lot of weapons. We can take a look at maybe some of the starters here for the Artesians offensively. We'll start with the big guys up front. Ty Hornberger, Hayden Van Deventer, Maddox Stilley, Andrew Carter, and Gavin Shrake will be the 5 big dogs up front. QB, A.J. Reynolds. Running back will be most likely Landon Casey, Lucas Dewey. Maybe they'll split a little bit. Out wide, tight end, Josh Jones. And then farther out, Mason Dotson, Hunter Stroud, and Draven Sanders. Taking a look at the defensive side. Starting off up front, Noah Subner, Dominic Mercer, Mason Kirkhoff, Levi Reuter, Mason Simzak, Landon Potteroff, Adam Branham, Reese Wolf, Lucas Dewey, Grady Gardner, and Trenton Tolliver. So you can see the coin toss going on down there.
Yep, as we can see that now. We'll look at the starters for the Quakers. Wrigley Matthews at left tackle, go down the line. Braden Latchell, Harrison Lehman, Tommy Spilker, and Matthew Lazaro. Starting, getting the ball under center, Bryce Bank. Right behind him, Luke Starnes. And we'll see kind of a mixture between Luke Starnes and Weston Wayridge, the 2 running back system.
It's a dynamic duo.
Plainfield. Out of the wide receiver, Ethan Ellis, Ryan Garver, and that tight end, Brandon Hendry. Switching it over to the defense side of the ball, starting with that D-line, Bolu Jadawo. At defensive end, Thomas Strange and Jacob Lackey at the D-line positions. They run kind of a 3-4 system at Plainfield. The 4 linebackers read as follows: Tyler Simic, Jacob Dillinger, Alex Holtzclaw, and Jack Aldridge. Now in the secondary, they have Tayshawn Callahan, Brady Sabank, Ty White, and Carson Cole.
Here we go. This one should be a good one. Conference title on the line. Here we go.
Leo Haywood to send it off and returnable by Hunter Stroud. Hunter Stroud to the left side.
Room.
Has some room. Hurdles the man. brought down around the 28-yard line. Great return to start for the Artesians.
Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned earlier, our team's going to have to start off hot. And I talked about it a little bit, Austin Pryor, who's mainly been the running back. He has a knee injury, not sure how long he's going to be out. So that's going to bring up sophomore Landon Casey in here. He looks like he's going to be in the jet slot right now. Expect him to get a jet to start this off. Let him get the ball in his hands, see what he can do here.
Reynolds by himself in the backfield. Casey takes it himself, just like you called on the jet. It's wrapped up by a couple of Plainfield Quakers. Gain of about nothing.
Yeah, good pursuit there by the Quakers. Nothing much, but how about Coach Duggar having a lot of respect and a lot of loyalty there to his boys, giving it to the guy who's making his first varsity start ever, first play of the game. He said, "Hey, why don't you take it, see what you can do?" That's a lot of trust, and a lot of trust there in his guys.
Start for the first carry, no -1 yards, or excuse me, technically that's a pass.
Yeah,
you would say. Reynolds by himself, hands off, fakes it actually, caught there by
nice
Draven
catch.
Sanders. First down, Artesians.
This has been the Artesians' bread and butter. You send Hunter Stroud deep, and you got a one-on-one matchup when you got Draven Sanders run such a quick route, like a slant right in the middle. It's going to be open. The corner had a good pursuit to it, just a tad bit late. Nice catch, and Draven Sanders does the rest.
Reynolds looks over to get the play from Coach Duggar. This time handoff, Landon Casey to the right side. Got some room, breaks some tackles, gets brought down around the 50-yard line, and a great opportunity for this sophomore coming in Landon Casey. I hate to make conclusions this soon.
Yeah.
And as you know, a lot of people saying look back at greater players on the past. But Braden Shrake, guy who was second all-time in the Martinsville history for rushing yards, had a similar situation his sophomore year.
Yeah, got started late in the season.
Austin Fry and me and you played in that offense. Austin Fry started the season, had a little bit of Weston Pemberton, Riddick Bolton, and then Braden Shrake took it last week of the season and into the sectionals and had a pretty good career for himself.
Yeah, if he can have one of those, I'm sure he'll be very proud. As a deep ball, and there's got some numbers. Oh, my goodness. Tipped away. Man, that was a 3-on-1 out there. Draven Sanders almost came up with that one, but going back to kind of talking about the running back situation with the Artesians, of course, as we mentioned, Landon Casey, he's such a versatile guy. He can get the ball, and when he goes downhill, man, he's fast. He can break some tackles. He's not as big as a powerful running back as you're going to see Lucas Dewey come in here. Expect maybe to be a read option. Maybe you give Reynolds a chance to either hand it off or run it because Dewey goes downhill so hard. Casey more of those guys that once he gets in open space, he can make some. He can do some damage.
Early third down, 3rd and 2 for the Artesians. Reynolds in the shotgun. Dewey to his left. Reynolds takes it himself from the 50. Has some room. Slides down to about the 45. Gain of 5 on the play.
I like the slide. Late in the season, you don't want any injuries to pop up. And I know Coach Duggar likes it too. Just get the yards, get the first down, take it easy. Don't take the big hit in the Artesians. Slowly but surely, slowly marching down this field as you saw Casey come back in for Dewey. He's going to see a lot of reps on the defensive side, too, so you got to preserve those legs a little bit.
1st and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Reynolds in the shotgun at the 50. Casey directly behind him. Reynolds takes a snap. Handoff. Casey to the left side. Has a few blockers in front of him. Hard-nosed running to the gain of about 4 to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Quakers are going to run the ball a lot here tonight, and you're seeing the Artesians kind of showing the same thing so far, just trying to establish some momentum on the game, getting it done on the ground. I mean, if you're getting 4-5 yards per carry, you're going to keep pounding and grounding just until they really put a stop to it.
Reynolds getting the play over from Coach Duggar on the sidelines. Casey to his right. Josh Jones also on that right side, tight end. Reynolds takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Casey. Looks for a man. Has a man middle of the field. Hunter Stroud. First down, Artesians.
Yeah, he had Dotson up top for a brief second, but he saw him too late. Really good job of not trying to force that. Maybe could have gotten into some trouble, but I mean, if all else fails, just dump it down to the man who's got you here, who's been making all the plays this season, Hunter Stroud. He makes a couple guys miss and able to get the first down again. I like what AJ's doing right now. Going through his progressions. If it's not there, just go to the check down. Go to what's open. And right there, you can see he's making the right decisions. Artesians, another first down.
On this drive, 3 for 4 for 25 yards is Reynolds. In motion is Stroud. Gets the jet. to the left side, has some room, hurdles a man,
Ooh.
puts his head down,
Lowering the
gained
shoulder.
a couple.
Yeah, he took quite a bit of a shot last week. And some people were wondering if he's going to play tonight, but he's ready to go. As you can see, he's lowering that shoulder. He's not scared of anything or anyone. Again, that's another 4-yard gain on a first down. That's going to open up the playbook, really. I mean, you can maybe you're already in 4-down territory. You can take a shot here on this second and down if you want to the end zone, but a lot of plays can be called when you get a good first down run like that.
2nd and 7, ball on the 26-yard line. Reynolds takes a snap.
There it is. They
Has
saw
a
it
man
earlier.
open. Mason Dodson makes the grab. First down again for the Artesians on this drive.
I mean, that's the same route you saw earlier. The corner's he's gonna pinch down a little bit. Mason Dodson, he was open earlier, but Reynolds saw him a little too late. But right there, he found him right in stride. He just kind of, as soon as he broke off his route, he saw he was open, waved his hands up. Nice throw and catch there from Reynolds to the big guy, Mason Dodson.
17-yard completion from Reynolds to Dodson. Reynolds back in the shotgun. KZ to his left. First and goal from the 9-yard line.
I think the young guy gets a shot at this, getting it in.
Stroud, fake jet. Reynolds takes it himself and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Artesians.
We talked about how are these teams going to start. Well, right there, you couldn't have asked for a better opening series. Slow and steady wins the race, man. That was long, hard-fought drive. Artesian strike first. Looks like they're going for 2, as we've seen many times this season. Look out for, let's see, you can see there Reynolds walking all the way in. They're going for 2 here. Watch Mason Dodson in the corner of the end zone. They may try to feed him. We'll see what happens.
Stroud in motion to the right.
Dodson's
Reynolds.
open. He's open.
Is he open?
They got him.
And they got him. 2-point conversion is good. Artesians, 8 minutes left in the first quarter, and they're up 8-0.
Yeah, 2-point conversions. Always an aggressive type of play, and when you get it, makes you feel really good. You can see A.J. Reynolds rolling out to his right. Everyone going that way. Mason Dodson just slicing through the defense. Started on the right side, ended up on the left. 2-point conversion, good. Artesians with a statement to start off this game.
Indeed, to start off this game. 8-0. You know, we've seen them do that 2-point conversion multiple times this season. It hasn't always worked out.
They've tried that specific play a couple times too, and you can see right there, finally, they get one to go here, opening up the game. And it always looks better when you got an 8 rather than a 7, because who knows, that 1 point could come up seriously important later. We'll see.
Touchdown in the 2-point conversion is good. Artesians lead 8-0. That brings out Charlie Rollins, the junior kicker. And he's going to look to boot this one to the end zone. Back deep for Plainfield. We have Ty White, Ethan Ellis, and it looks like Luke Starnes also kind of the 3 men back there looking at that. But here we go. Deep kick, but it's going to be returned by Ethan Ellis. Ellis takes it around the left side. He's got some room. Out of bounds at about the 32-yard lines. 32-yard lines where the Quakers will start their drive.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier. This Quaker offense is led by those big dudes you're seeing right there. I mean, just all across the board. They got some size on that O-line, and they like to run behind it, rightfully so. You're gonna see a lot of running the ball, and I think one thing that's going to be a key in this game is seeing if the Artesians can get the Quakers to these 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs, make them air the ball out. They only like to air it out when they have to. Let's see if the Artesians can force them into those long yardage situations. Looks like we may have had some trouble with the chains. I think we're all ready to go now.
So in the shotgun, C-Bank.
See already there. 2 running backs behind him. Maybe a little fullback. Yeah, an extra blocker.
Like we mentioned in the opening, this team loves to run the football. Luke Starnes, 1,200 yards. Weston Wayrich, 700 yards rushing. First carry goes to Wayrich, and the Artesians are all over it.
That's just what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get in the backfield. You're going to have to dial up some blitzes, get them behind the chains, and right there you get them in this 2nd and long situation. You take some plays out of the playbook. You may not want to run a fullback dive right now. If you're 2 yards behind the sticks, you got to be looking at that 3rd down play as well. So anytime you can get them behind the sticks, and with a team like this, you're gonna start seeing some success.
Seabank with running backs to either side of him. 2nd and 12, ball on the 31-yard line. Ellis goes in motion. Handoff again, Wayrich.
Again, just a lot of Artesians throwing to the football. They know what they know what Plainfield wants to do. They want to ground and pound. And when you get them in a 3rd and long situation like this, you're probably going to have to air it out. You can see the fullback's going to go out. They're going to throw in an extra receiver. Expect to see this one in the air. Artesian secondary going to get tested here, probably early here.
Already 3rd and 8, 7 minutes and counting remaining.
Empty look.
Backfield for Seabank. You see,
I like the numbers down low.
Down to the right side.
Yeah.
He goes in motion. Back into the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Starnes. Starnes around the left side. It'll be a first down for the Quakers.
And that's where they get dangerous. When you get Luke Starnes running the ball downhill, those are the big plays we've seen all season with him. You get a big O-line up front, one hole, and he just breaks it and goes. Nice hole there from the O-line. They get a good push. Luke Starnes does the rest. And in a 3rd and long, when everyone thought they were passing, how about that? Just hand it off. It could be in 4-down territory already with that play call.
Starts again, empty backfield. Surprising throw.
A lot of room.
To Garver. Garver rolling down the field in a surprising pass from Seabank.
Yeah, I mean, the motion comes across in the backfield. No one really follows him on the defensive side, and you got numbers immediately with that through a little bubble screen. A lot of yards, a lot of movement. See some good blocking out wide, able to get the edge. Nice hard run here, and so far really good response here from the Quakers after the Artesian offense was able to score. Plainfield now can go back to maybe that tight end fullback look, a little bit of heavier package going on. Probably going to keep it on the ground.
1st and 10, ball on the 37-yard line. So Bank with both running backs in the backfield. And
really
timeout by Coach Bless. And it looks like this offense was going to be very stagnant to start the game and come out and back-to-back big plays. One by Luke Starnes' 11-yard run, and then the pass from Seabank to Garver for 17 yards has this offense rolling. Timeout was called by the Quakers, and I'm not sure about that timeout. No?
Yeah, there must have been maybe a formation or personnel issue that they didn't want to try to relay the sideline, that they just maybe easier to call a timeout, make sure they got everything straight. But, I mean, you couldn't have drawn up the first 2 plays of that drive for the Artesians. You get them behind the sticks, and then you hold them to about 2, and then as we've seen, they just break some yards, and when they get going downhill, it's a scary team. Looks like Quaker's going to go in the empty formation again. Last time we saw a motion in and a handoff when they went to this formation. Let's see what happens.
Starnes in motion again. Not going to get the Jets. Bank rolls out.
What a catch.
Find his tight end, Brandon Hendry. Hendry barrels down close to the first down, gain of about 9.
Yeah, I think I saw that similar play a couple times last week when the Artesians threw a little dump down to Josh Jones in the flat, and that's just a simple tight end. He's been going and crack blocking this whole game, and eventually when you fake the crack block, no one's going to be there right there. Nice throw to the flats. That's a big 8-yard pickup. The Quakers like to be in these second and short situations because you can do that.
And off to Wayrich. Wayrich right up the middle. First down, Quakers. Gain of, I think it was about 8 or 9. Good run by Weston Wayrich. Gets his 3rd carry.
I really like the play design calls so far via the Quakers, because, I mean, you hand the ball off in different ways. You got jets coming different ways. You hand off the jet. You throw a little jet motion pass. I mean, you're handing it up right off the middle. You've thrown a screen pass. You've thrown a little flat route. So, I mean, there's a lot to cover. And when you got big dudes up front who's blocking really well, man, this offense is such a hard offense to stop.
Starnes on the left side. Lead blocker is Hendry. That looks like enough for a first down again for the Quakers.
That's a first down, and you get really close to the sticks, the Plainfield. I mean, they're going to live in this when there's just so much to cover defensively. You got to load up for the run, and then just when you think it's going to be a run, they throw it to the flats. They got some athletes out wide as well. Just such a very versatile group here from the Quakers. See what the Artesians going to try to dial up to stop them.
2nd and 2. So Bank hands it off to
Out of room.
on the outside. It looks like he may be in.
What a
Touchdown.
response. What a response from the Quakers. Just when the Artesians start off this game running it all the way down, Quakers say, hey, we can do that too. Strike back. The Quakers going to go for two. Now it looks like they're going to go for one.
Luke Starnes
Yeah, I mean, that's what
adds
they've
on
been
to
doing.
his impressive season, his
All year.
16th touchdown rushing on the season.
I think they may go for two, actually. I see the kicker out there, but I'm not sure. There we go. There's the new formation. We've seen a little bit of this. We saw it in the Perry game a little bit. A lot of teams try to throw some weird stuff at teams just to get them to maybe burn a timeout early or get nervous about a play.
The PAT is
Up and good, yeah.
and good. Brings it to 8-7 here. The Mid-State title is on the line here at Seidowitz Field. Artesians lead early 8-7 off that 2-point conversion off the first drive. And you'll see the Artesians back out on the offense. Some stats throw at you. Casey coming in for the injured Austin Pryor had 2 carries for 12 yards on that first drive. Reynolds had 2 for 14, including that 9-yard touchdown run. Reynolds passing 5 for 6 for 45 yards. Found Stroud twice for 15 yards. Dotson for 17 once. Sanders for 13. And Casey had the jet for -1 yards. But a great drive, like you mentioned, for the Artesians.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. We think this game's going to go by really quick because these teams, especially Plainfield, they like to run the ball. The Artesians, they can run the ball when they need to. Already 4 minutes and 5 seconds in this first quarter. So I think taking care of the ball in these type of situations, when you got a game like this, both teams running the ball, getting positive yards. This Quaker team, they're not the big play type of team. They're not going to chuck it deep, try to make a big play as the Artesians have been known to do this season. This team's a ground and pound, and whenever you get a team like this, you got to take care of the possessions. You can't have any turnovers that are silly. You got to take complete control of every possession you got because you're not going to get many of them.
Leo Hayop sends it deep again to Stroud. Dangerous man whenever he gets the ball in his hands.
Very dangerous. That's the second return he's gone. It's around the 35, and if you're Plainfield, you may want to rethink kicking to him.
Yeah.
He's got some legs, some wheels that we've seen all year. He's made a lot of big runs on those kickoff returns. So here we go. How is the offense going to respond as Plainfield marching all the way down the field with a good response? How will this Artesian offense try to get back on the scoreboard?
Reynolds in the shotgun. Casey directly behind him. 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. Snap. Reynolds hands it off to Casey to the right side. Has some blockers. Keeps his legs turning. Good gain. Gain of about 5. Casey's come into the situation, and he's looked pretty good so far, Braxton.
Yeah, shout out to the Artesians O-line right now. This D-line for the Quakers are some big boys. You got to move some big bodies in the Artesian O-line. Able to create some holes early for Casey. He's done it. Pretty good job on the ground. And again, as we talk first start, only a sophomore. So you got to think his nerves are running a little crazy over there. But so far, he's put together some pretty good runs.
Reynolds rolling out to his left.
Oh,
Gets
this is
hit
a
while he
wobbly ball, yeah.
throws right at our camera guy, Nick Tutterow. Unable to make the completion there.
Yeah, you got to watch out over there. Those are some pretty expensive cameras. You don't want to get a camera to the lens or a ball to the lens, man. That could get old Mr. Meyer fired up here. But I really like what Plainfield's doing in coverage right now. They know the Artesians like to pass the ball, and they're playing pretty good coverage, especially trying to eliminate the deep ball. They've had guys deep, not letting anything get behind them. So here we go with 3rd and medium. Right now I see a lot of room down low to Stroud. Do you like to throw it down there, let him try to go get it, maybe do a read option? We'll see.
Reynolds takes the snap, drops
Exactly
back.
what they're going to do.
Right to Stroud. Stroud makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Couple of Plainfield defenders can't bring him down. But that's going to be a first down for the Artesians. Reynolds, Stroud. We've seen it all season long, and nothing changes in this one.
It's interesting because it's really pick your poison with this Artesian offense. You want to eliminate the deep ball. You have guys backed up a few yards, and the Artesians are just going to take what's given. They're going to throw it down in the flat. Like right now, Hunter Stroud's got a lot of room in the flat. If I'm Coach Duggar, I'm calling the exact same play I just did. Throw it to Hunter in the flat. Make the defense adjust. And when they start adjusting, that makes different play calls be open.
Reynolds hands it off to Casey. Casey puts his head down and gains about 4.
Yeah, again, 3-4 yards every run. You set the offense up in a second and manageable. Opens up the playbook a little bit. Just a lot of good things happen when you get those early big yardage runs. Again, you got a quarterback who can run the ball. So just as we were mentioning, the Plainfield offense, they have so many weapons and so many things you got to try and stop. It's the same way with the Artesians. As you can see, Jones going to line up out wide. Stroud stacked up behind him.
Reynolds takes a snap. Screen upcoming. Caught. Landon Casey on the screen.
A lot of room.
Casey still on his feet. Great screen play. Great design by Coach Duggar. Defense was coming after Reynolds, able to dump it off. And that's another first down, Artesians.
Yeah, I really like what the Artesians are doing. Kind of giving the Quakers a little taste of their own money. You run the ball. You throw a screen, goes for a big first down, similar to the Plainfield Quakers. So really like the play calling, just seeing what's open, getting the defense. I mean, you never know what's coming. There's just so many things this Artesian team can do.
Reynolds drops back, pump fakes, lets it
he's
fly.
going.
Hunter
He's
Stroud
going.
double covered.
Oh,
Unable to make the completion in coverage. Ty White was the one who deflected it away from Hunter Stroud. But
key word there is double covered. I mean, this defense is throwing everything at Hunter Stroud to try to eliminate the big play. He's been doing so much for this Artesian team that I don't blame him. You're going to have to either double or have one guy who just really quick and can keep with him. And not many teams have found that guy that's been able to stick with them. So again, Quakers, they're not allowing that deep ball. They respect what the Artesians do. They get a lot of their money just throwing it deep with Dotson, Sanders, Stroud. I mean, they got a lot of dudes who can catch the deep ball, and Plainfield really doing a good job at eliminating that so far.
2nd and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. Reynolds takes a snap, rolls out to his left, lets it fly quick off the hands of tight end Josh Jones. Got there a little quicker than he expected.
Yeah, I mean, the Artesians had some success off that play last week. Credit to the Quakers. They've been watching some film. They know tight end, watch them in the flats. And now you're going to get a 3rd and long situation. Artesians haven't really seen this type of yardage in the game, these 3rd and long situations. Are you in 4-down territory yet? I'm not sure. Maybe depending on how much you pick up here. But let's see what Coach Duggar's going to draw up here on this 3rd and 10.
We know this is maybe just outside of the range of Charlie Rollins.
Watch a screen pass maybe, misdirection.
Reynolds takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Casey, throws it, caught by Draven Sanders. Draven Sanders making a few miss down to the 29-yard line.
And now you're definitely in 4-down territory. You throw the screen down low to Sanders. You got a 4th and about maybe a long 4. And the Artesians, whatever good play you got, you're drawing it up here. Whether it's Stroud in the flat, I see he's getting double covered, so you probably won't see that. You give it to him on the jet. Nope, they're going to try and fake him out. What are you going to call? You got to get quite a bit of yards here, so I don't think you're going to see it on the ground. They get him to jump.
4th and 4, ball on the 30-yard line. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Reynolds got to do this one quick. Reynolds drops back, lets it fly, caught.
How about
Hunter
that?
Stroud for the first down.
I'll tell you, not many coaches trust their quarterback to make a decision like that on a 4th down, conference title on the line. Coach Duggar says, hey, AJ, you're going to have an RPO. You can either hand this ball off, you're going to throw it to the guy who's been making all our money. You can see he gets the ball, just throws a bullet, Hunter Stroud. And again, we've seen the ball in Hunter Stroud's time or hands a lot in those short yardage situations, especially on 3rd and 4th down. They like to play off him, give him some space. So our teams are going to hit that all day.
Hands off to Landon Casey. Landon Casey still, his feet gets brought down by a couple of Quaker defenders. Will gain 3 on the play.
Again, you're not losing any yards running the ball. When every time you're gaining positive 3-4 yards, you love it. It just opens up the playbook so much. Gives the Artesians a chance because now you're in 4-down territory. So if you want to take a shot at the end zone on 2nd down, maybe try to give Dotson a one-on-one shot up top.
Looks like this may be the end of the quarter.
Sure will.
And just like that, a competitive game, but a quick one so far.
Yeah.
You're watching Martinsville versus Plainfield on the MHS View on YouTube channel and IHSA TV.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown. Home style. Home team. Home for the holidays. Your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Sadowitz Field. Artesians, Quakers, 8-7. Artesians driving in enemy territory. The start of the second quarter brings up a 2nd and 7. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Take a shot here. As I mentioned earlier, you had 4 down territory already. Or you just give it to the man who's been doing great. Oh, a double pass. Are you kidding me?
Double pass.
Are you kidding
from
me?
Stroud to Reynolds.
They read it well.
Plainfield read it well.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, when you get in those second and when you get 3 or 4 yards on the opening play and you're in 4 down territory, you got those opportunities to make a play like that. And sometimes they're going to break and be wide open. But credit to the Quakers, they're eliminating that big play right now. They knew what they were doing coming into this game, and they're doing a really good job so far.
No gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Like you mentioned, could be fourth down territory for the Artesians. Reynolds gets set up in the shotgun. Casey to his right. 3rd and 7. Reynolds rolls out to his right. Looks like has a man. Throws it low and incomplete towards Stroud. So bring up a 4th and 7.
Yeah.
Braxton, if you're Coach Duggar here, what's your plan?
I don't think they're going to send out Rollins. They don't look like they're making any effort to send him out. Now they are. Here we go. Duggar's going to try to get the points. But credit to the Quakers, man. They know what the Artesians want to do. They want to give it in Stroud's hands, and they're having a lot of attention. They're putting a lot of attention on him, not allowing him to touch the ball. This is a big kick. I mean, doesn't get much bigger than this. Mid-State Conference title on the line. Send out Rollins, who's had a couple of opportunities. He got blocked last week against Mooresville. Duggar's going to call a timeout. He is not happy. Play clock was running down.
Coach Duggar not happy at all from the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of waited a little bit before they decided they wanted to kick it. And by the time they got the guys out there all set and ready, there wasn't much time on the clock to snap it.
I think maybe with some of this extra time, see maybe a little fake from Coach Duggar's
if you're going to
squad.
see, I would be really surprised if you're going to throw that at him here early. But you never know.
You never know
with this offense.
Artesian team.
I mean, you just saw that they try to do a reverse pass.
I mean, we may be the Detroit Lions out here. I mean, out here against, last week, 47-9 over the Cowboys. They were throwing their whole playbook at the Cowboys.
And they were toying around with them.
So you never know.
Are we going to see a fake? I don't know.
I mean, with all this extra time to talk about, we may see the offense come back onto the field.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to send Rollins back out.
Kicker's going to come back out for now.
You do have Dodson holding the ball, as we know, a wide receiver. Does he have an arm? I don't know. I know he's been playing baseball for a long time. We'll see.
They have a little arm on him.
You probably want to try and take the points, but this is not an easy field goal.
36-yarder for Charlie Rollins. A lot riding on this kick. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, almost blocked.
Oh,
hits
my,
the
I think it's in. I think it's in.
And it
oh, my
went
goodness.
In. Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Hits.
Man, I hope we have a replay of that one.
Yeah, it hits the bottom of the goalpost.
I didn't think that had a chance. And that,
in.
That may have been a double doink. I think it may have hit the bottom and the left side. Goodness, man.
I wish we had something.
Wow.
But Wow.
The football gods may be in the Artesians' favor tonight, because that was a wild one. I don't think I've ever seen a doink here at Ciderwoods Field.
I don't think I have either, but just like that, Artesians will take.
Let's see what we got.
It's kind of a little hard
Man,
to
that
see.
didn't look like it had a chance, and then it just hits it. Man, it sneaks right past that left upright. What a bounce. That's huge. I mean, you're up 4 because you went for 2. It's going to be interesting to see. You got 11 minutes, and I think by the time the Artesians see this ball back, it's going to be around 5. Because whether they're going to stop them or not, Plainfield's going to run out this clock.
So just like that, Artesians,
wow,
the number 2 team in 4A, lead the Quakers number 5 in 5A, 11-7. Got 11 minutes remaining in this second quarter.
We knew it'd be a good one, and right now they're going for possession.
And every game we've called has been a really good game.
Oh yeah,
we just got unlucky, Braxton.
Yeah.
Me and you up here just.
Oh yeah. I mean, we really have. The games we've been able to call.
Rollins with a pooch kick.
They have a chance of getting this.
Bounces.
They got it.
And
Oh my no!
bounces off the hand of the Artesian.
my
I think that was
goodness.
Draven Sanders. And off the bounce, I think the Quakers recovered it. But
What
wow.
a kick! What a kick! I mean, that was right over the first line of defenders. And man, Artesians. I do like the call. I mean, they got to come up with one of those. You need to steal as many possessions as you can off the Quakers because, man, that one was close. If you get that, man, that's a lot of momentum going in Artesian favor. Lucky bounce for the Quakers.
Ball on the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Seabank. Seabank drops back.
We don't see this
Throw.
often.
Gets
Teachers
lit
are on
up
it.
by a couple of defenders. Trying to see the number on that. Believe that was Ellis making his first grab of the game.
I mean, you're looking at this game right now. This is the second time the Quakers have had the ball. Second quarter, and they've only had the ball one time. That just shows you how important it is to take care of the football. You don't get many possessions, so you got to make them count.
The reverse to the
they
outside.
got room, and a lot of it.
Ellis has some room down
Showing
the
off the
sideline.
reels. Show us-
Touchdown saving tackle, Adam Branham.
How about the trickery early? I mean, you got the reverse pass from the Artesians. You got the onside try. You got Plainfield throwing everything at him as well. Little reverse, a lot of room.
30 yards on the end around, first down for the Quakers.
Man,
We thought the Artesians were bringing everything out of the bag. So are the Quakers.
why not? A lot on the line here tonight.
And off to Starnes on the right side.
Got some room.
Got some room.
They want the hold. I'm not sure if they're going to get it. Nice run there from Starnes. Man, you got Ellis who can get the ball. You got Starnes. There's just so many athletes who can get the ball, and they got some speed. See, Starnes got some good muscle to him. He's a tough guy to bring down. When you got no line that looks as big as that right there, running the ball, it's not really a problem. Those dudes can move some bodies.
15-yard run for Starnes. He's 4 carries, 47 yards so far in this game. Sabank in the shotgun. Hands off, Starnes up the middle. Starnes
Nice cut.
to
Nice
the
cut.
middle of the field. Needs to be close for another first down.
Again, this is what the Quakers wanted to do. Run the ball, slow this game down. They're getting some big chunk plays on the ground. Artesians struggling to stop it. Quakers threatening to take the lead here.
5 carries, 56 yards after that 9-yard run from Starnes. Starnes still in the backfield behind Sabank. Sabank again. Hands it off to Starnes, and Starnes is in for the touchdown. His second of the game.
How about this response from the Quakers? Marching all the way down the field after the Artesians get the field goal. Quakers take the lead here in this Mid-State Conference Championship. Man, how about that? Some big runs from Starnes. Of course, you had the reverse to Ellis earlier. setting them up. Starnes does the rest. One pass on that drive. You don't see it often, and they went for two.
The fake.
Wow. What a
is
play call.
Good.
What a play call. Just when you saw the Artesians going for two early, Quaker said, hey, I can do that too. We got a lot of tricks in the bow. We've seen a lot thrown at each team so far. We got two two-point conversions. We have an onside kick. We got the reverse. We got the attempt at a reverse pass. Man.
See that little pass caught there
Yeah.
by number 86 of the Quakers.
How about that? Throwing it all at each other. Love to see it. Late in the season. A lot on the line tonight.
86 was Devin D'Amato, the backup tight end.
Wow.
Making
What a
big
play
plays,
call. What a play call.
And now we're going to see Leo Hayop, the senior, 6 foot 185, come out and kick the ball back.
Did you even think about an onside here? We've seen everything tonight. That wouldn't think that would be out of the realm of possibility.
Both teams have scored on every time they've touched the ball.
Yeah.
But Quakers lead 15-11.
Again,
It's looking like a high-scoring game. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of the game we called last week.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I believe.
Parameridian. Yeah,
Like,
they
we
came out.
score after
the Artesians score. They punched them in the mouth. They get a score on them. Everyone's a little nervous, but Artesians able to score right before half, and they had a really good second half, able to pull away. The Artesians facing some a little early adversity. Quakers, they came out to play today.
High kick. Hunter Stroud. And there's a big, wide-open area in that right side, but Stroud reversing
Risky man.
field.
Risky man.
Finds an opening. Still able to gain yards past the 20.
Anytime you reverse field like that, everyone holding their breath. You're either, I feel like with those,
Coach
you're either,
Duggar may be the one who's holding his breath the most.
with those type of risky plays, you're getting a touchdown pretty much, or you're going back 30 yards. But that was a good recovery. Hunter Stroud, wasn't much going on the left side. I'm not sure Duggar trusts anyone else but that guy to make that type of play. So here we go. How are the Artesians going to respond after the Plainfield offense looks really unstoppable right now? Artesians need to get some more
so
points.
far in this game, he is 10 of 14 for 80 yards. See if that continues in this one. Reynolds, Stroud in motion to the right side. Stroud takes it, puts his head down, gets wrapped up after a gain of couple.
I think you're going to get a face mask or a horse collar.
That was on the brother of the quarterback, Sabank. This is Brady Sabank.
This one should be in the Artesians' favor.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, 15-yard penalty. Result from the first down.
First down for the Artesians, and I'm looking at the sideline here, and I see Coach Taylor absolutely firing up this defense. He has the whole defense sitting in a U, and he is laying into him right now. Not liking what he's seeing. He's letting him hear it. We're going to try to get a shot of this. He's getting him some words of wisdom. Man, he's fired up down there, Nate.
He is fired up indeed. Reynolds in the shotgun, drops back, 1st and 10. Reynolds over the middle of the field. That's caught. Mason Dotson wraps down around the 25-yard line. Big gain for the Artesians.
Big gain, big play. That's what happens. You're going to send so many guys to worry about Hunter Stroud that you forget. There's so many weapons. Mason Dawson has made so many big catches this year. A.J. Reynolds, great throw. Hits him in stride. Big play, just what the Artesians needed. Little kickstart.
Reynolds looks over, gets a play from Coach Duggar. 37-yard completion from Reynolds to Dotson. As Casey gets the handoff up the middle. Gets wrapped
Not
down.
a crazy amount there.
Thomas Strange, the senior, has 3 tackles for loss. But Casey able to gain, looks like 2. So 2nd and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line. Artesians down by 4. Reynolds in the shotgun. Casey to his right. Looks over for the play from Coach Duggar. Both offenses have seemed nearly unstoppable in this game. Last time the Artesians were down here, they kind of stalled out, though. Had to settle for the field goal, which an incredible field goal by Charlie Rollins as Casey gets it again.
Oh, not much at all. Good pursuit. They were shedding some blocks on that left side. Good tackle, but I mean, what the Quakers are doing right now, you got a double team out wide with Hunter Stroud, so you got numbers in the box. But this D line is so big, and they move so well, and they clog up the holes. They don't allow the Artesians to try and run in these situations. So this is a tough defense to go against. They got a lot they can do defensively in the Artesians. You can see right there. Big tackle for the Quakers.
3rd and 11. Ball on 25-yard line. Reynolds takes a snap. The laid snap to Casey. Casey still fighting for yards. Gets it back up to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
4th and
4th
5.
down. You saw the Artesians get it earlier. Hunter Stroud right up the middle. I'm sure the Quakers are going to be honing in on that one. You can see 2 guys dead, staring him in the face right now. You go down low to him. You try to get him on an out route. You may see the tight end try and sneak over Josh Jones because you can't leave both of them open.
10 seconds on the play clock. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Artesians down by 4.
Huge
4th
play.
and 5. Reynolds rolls out to his right. Pressure coming.
He's got him.
And the ball comes out.
Ooh, what a big play. What a big play.
Balu Jelawa makes
Quakers.
the sack and the fumble picked up by Tyler Simek.
They send the house there, and they got to him. When you got 2 guys coming and 1 guy to pick up the block, that's not going to be an ideal situation, but I'm really interested to see here. Coach Taylor came all the way down from the press box to give this defense. He had him in a U, and he was laying into him, giving him some advice, giving him some wisdom. I mean, he was fired up, and he came all the way down from the press box to do that. So I'm really curious to see, is this defense going to be are they going to step up? I mean, you're 0 for 2. You got 2 drives that were long, and they ran it down your throat. Can this defense make a stop when they need it most? Again, because this Quaker team, they want to hold it till halftime.
Sabang lets it fly. Caught on the right side by Ellis.
He may be
Ellis,
gone.
speedster to the right side, still on his feet. Gets brought down just past the 25-yard line. Huge gain for the Quakers.
It's interesting. We've seen them air it out, and it's usually on that first down. They've thrown the hitch out wide a couple times. You can see Ellis just goes and sits down, got a couple blockers. Man, he's got some wheels to him, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Just moving. Artesian defense going to need a big stop here.
42-yard completion to Ellis. 2 catches, 47 yards, for Ellis. So Bank by himself again. In motion is Ellis. Fakes it to Ellis, takes it himself around the left side, breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet, but gets brought down by a group of Artesians.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to stop the run. You're trying to stop the jet. And then you just throw at him a QB run. I mean, they can pass. They can do so many things. This offense, just so many ways to attack you. And you've seen all of them be tried out here. And they've been working so far for the Quakers. And I think if you're the Artesians, you're going to have to get either a big play, whether that be a turnover, big tackle for loss. They got to get something going here.
I think the biggest story of this game is the quarterback for this Plainfield squad. Bryce Sabang came in with only 385 yards passing through 8 games. Tonight he's 4 for 4 for 72 yards.
Yeah, perfect game. Another first down run for the Quakers. They're winding some clock down.
Wayrich gets the 10-yard carry for Plainfield.
Man, this Plainfield team is tough. They got so many dudes who can run the ball. They go downhill fast.
Wayrich
Another handoff.
gets it again towards the goal line. Is he in?
Right around
Just
the 1.
short.
Yet again, another run. They're going to put another tight end, take out the wide receiver. They got the big dogs in. 1 yard to go. Around 4 minutes to go here.
Trying to take off as much clock as they can.
You don't want to give the Artesians any time left.
Quakers get the second half kickoff.
They do, and that's big. That's really big.
2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff, Wayrich. And he
He's in.
prances into the end zone. Touchdown, Wayrich.
How about this response from the Quakers, man? Artesians come out the gate, march it down the field, go for 2, 8-0. And after that, this defense of the Quakers has held the Artesians to only a field goal, and they've scored 3 straight.
So just like that, another touchdown for the Quakers. Quakers lead 21-11, awaiting this extra point kick by the senior. Kick is up.
Man, he's got a leg.
Good.
He sent that one midfield of the soccer field, man. He has a boot on him. That may come into play if this game comes down to the wire. When you got a kicker like that, that could be interesting.
11-point game. Artesians
just like that.
Down 22-11. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Artesians only have had the ball 3 times. Quakers have had 3 times. Difference in this one, Quakers have scored on all 3 possessions, touchdowns. Artesians a touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah.
And then a turnover on downs.
Really like what the Quakers are doing offensively and defensively. They've had the early score early, and they've really held them. I mean, other than a field goal, they've stopped them down low in the red zone. They try to roll out. That was a big stop, sack them in the backfield. And this offense has just looked unstoppable. 3 for 3 on all 3 possessions, going down the field. Had the extra or 2-point conversion in. And just when the Artesians came out hot, the Quakers up 2 scores against the Artesians. So I think a big score will go a long ways here. You don't get the ball at half, but you've seen a lot of trickery. You've seen the onside. They've shown this year that they can get onside kicks. So if you're the Artesians, you really want to get it in here before this halftime comes.
Set for kickoff. Plainfield kicking it back off to the Artesians, and they've kicked it right towards Hunter Stroud every time. We'll see if they do it again.
There we go, a little pooch kick.
Little pooch kick. It is muffed.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like the Quakers have got it.
Wow. It's just a routine ball up in the air off the hands of the Artesian man, and the Quakers now in business in the red zone already. Just when he thought it couldn't get any worse, man. The Quakers, they got a lot of momentum right now. You can see, I think that was Dewey. Tried to catch that one in the air. Bad bounce, and Quakers, they got it. They have a chance to score again before halftime, Nate.
And they get the ball at halftime.
Yeah.
Not going the way for the Artesians. So Bank back in the shotgun. Starnes behind him, gets the handoff to the right side. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet.
Moving down inside the 10. This Artesian crowd really quiet right now. All the momentum here for the Quakers. Again, 3 touchdowns. Threatening to score a 4th. Everything going right now for the Quakers. Just running hard, making the right play call, executing really well.
Quakers have played almost perfectly
really
to this point. A couple of mistakes by the Artesians.
Costly.
Handoff. And they flip it out there to Ellis. Ellis, the speedster around the left side, shoved out of bounds, but gains about 2.
And not a crazy gain, but I mean, when you got 3 plays at the 5-yard line, there's so many things the Quakers can do. So many things you got to try and defend. And again, if you're the Quakers, I'm wasting as much time as possible here. Did look like he went out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock until they snap this one. But man, the Quakers are rolling, Nate. They are rolling.
Are rolling up by 11, 22-11. Not a score you see every day in high school football. The tight end and the running back, and they're going to give it off to Starnes. Starnes to the goal line.
Down about
just short.
1.5-yard line. Again, wasting a lot of clock.
They mark it at the 2, it looks like. Gain of 3 for Starnes. And Starnes having himself a day. 8 carries.
Absolutely.
79 yards. Has 2 touchdowns. And we may see a 3rd one upcoming if they hand it back off to him. And they got 2 tries at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they sure do. Wasting a lot of clock. You got to think if our teams get a stop here, they're going to call one of those timeouts. They got 2 left. Don't get the stop. Here we go. They're going to call it here.
Clock continues to roll.
I don't think he's going to use the
make the
timeout.
stop. Loss of 1 for Starnes.
Now, if you're the Quakers, you kick it, or are you going to try and get it in the end zone here?
I know. Hey, that kicker had a leg on him.
Sure did.
And timeout.
I think Coach Duggar did call the timeout.
So we're going to see a 4th and goal.
Here we go. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. You talk about the big play, the plays of the game. These are the moments that these happen. You got the ball at the 1 yard line. Coach Taylor, it looks like it's about maybe at the 3, actually, maybe long 2. Either way, you got it in a 3rd and short situation or 4th and short situation. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the big play? Because, man, if the Quakers can go up another score, make it 29 before half with the ball, man, it's looking good for them. Looking really good. I see the kicker warming up the leg. Not sure if he's going to get a shot at it. Man, if he does, I would be shocked if it didn't go in because, as you saw earlier, he's got a leg on him.
Looks like almost everything has gone wrong for the Artesians in this one. Looking at the keys to the game, we came up before the start of this game. Take care of the ball. No turnovers. And, well, had they've
had a couple of bad bounces,
Bad bounces off the hands, recovered by the Quakers. We had the sack and fumble by Reynolds.
Keeping the kicker off the field. How about this risky call?
Interesting call. They don't get it. Momentum starts to shift towards the Artesians.
Big play.
But here we go. 4th and 3.
Big play.
4th and goal.
Who's going to step up?
Quakers lead by 11. 2 running backs in the backfield. So Bank takes it, hands it off to Wayridge. Wayridge to the right side. And walks into the end zone.
What a play call. Great blocking. Able to get it in. Quakers. Everything going right now, Nate. They have silenced this crowd yet again. Just when you think things are starting to go in Martinsville's direction, the Quakers, man, they just get that big play, the big run. So many things they can do.
Quakers 28-11. Looks like they're going to shift back and kick this PAT. Had the 2-point conversion earlier off of that, but not looking good for the Artesians. Here's second quarter, 2 minutes to go. PAT is up and good. 29-11.
Here we go. Artesians, you know this is more than enough time to get a score. You got 2 minutes. I kind of feel some vibes of the Decatur game. Probably about a month or so ago. The Artesians down 35-7 at half. This is a lot less than 35-7. So that way didn't go well in the first half. That game didn't. You can see another touchdown right there.
Yeah,
good
the 2 running backs. We came in and talked about them. Luke Starnes.
Look at that.
And Weston Wayridge. Look at the moon out there.
Full moon. Some crazy things could happen tonight, Nate. As you can see, 29-11. You got a big lead for the Quakers. We saw a game similar to this earlier in the year. The Artesians made the comeback of the century against the Hawks. We've seen crazier things. I'll tell you what. And I'll tell you what, a score here would go a long way. Long way.
It would. But for the Quakers, Luke Starnes leading the way, 9 carries, 78 yards, and Wayridge right behind him, 7 carries for 28 yards. May not seem like a lot, but Wayridge just had the 2 touchdowns. Starnes also has 2 touchdowns. Big game for those running backs, and their keys to the game, winning the line of scrimmage, and they've done that so far, creating those running lanes for Starnes and Wayridge.
You know, the one positive you can look right now is I'd rather this team face this type of adversity in the last game of the season rather than the postseason. They're going to be challenged.
Draven Sanders.
Can they come back?
A very good return last week against Mooresville. Able to make some people miss, still on his feet. Right out of bounds, 32-yard line.
It's one way to get you fired up. And if the Artesians have some trickery, they got something up their sleeve, I think we're going to start to see it now. Whether it be defensively, on the kickoffs, on the offensive side specifically. What are you going to see? Nice run. Sanders, they got the little duo back there. Those dudes can run the ball. They don't go down after a couple guys hit them. They just keep them chopping. Maybe that will spark a little flame.
Here we go.
Here in this offense.
1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. A.J. Reynolds in the shotgun. KZ to his left. Reynolds takes the snap, drops back to throw, has
all day.
And
they got him.
And Thomas Strange for the sack. had all day to throw it.
He did. I mean, that goes back to the coverage. I think this secondary for the Quakers are just playing really good. They're not allowing the big play. They're doing really well, staying with their man. They're doubling Stroud, not allowing that to happen. Just really like what they're doing defensively.
Reynolds lets it fly. Cut. Hunter Stroud on the right sideline.
Yes, he got backed up in a second and forever. Stroud gets about half of it. How about that throw, though? I mean, he threw that when Hunter wasn't even out of his break. He threw it. Hunter turns. He knows it's going in his direction. Got a 3rd and long here. 2 plays. Are you in 4-down territory now? I'm not sure.
I think you may have to be down.
Last
18.
thing you want is the Quakers get another one on him before half, but
That's
we'll
also
see.
true.
We'll see.
Quakers 3-man rush, it looks like. Reynolds in the shotgun. Casey to his left. Reynolds rolls out. Designed run. Lets it fly. Diving catch. They're going to give it to him. I think they
they
will.
called it incomplete.
No, they didn't. So that's going to bring up a
not
4th
only gives you a 4th down, that
11.
stops the clock. Artesian's sending out the punt unit. It's the last thing you wanted to do. Now, just when you think the Artesians may have a chance at scoring the Quakers, they can punch it in again, Nate.
Gotta be careful about how they do this. You may see a fake punt. You know, we've seen everything. You know, full moon in effect.
Yeah.
But Reynolds
not going
looks to punt
in the
this
Artesians'
away.
favor so far.
High
Solid punt,
spiraling
solid
kick.
punt.
Starnes will not grab it as it keeps going towards the
It's gotta go to the
1.
1. Wow. I mean, I think that may be at like
What
the
a punt.
.001 yard line right there.
What a punt by A.J. Reynolds. Maybe not got what you want offensively, but
I mean, look at that. If we can get a close-up of that ball right now, holy smokes. I don't know if it can get any closer than that. That is a tight
in any moment,
line, man.
you see Luke Starnes.
See, was that catch? Ooh,
It looks like he got underneath it, but
that would have changed the play call, I'll tell you that. But here we go. Artesians have a chance at maybe getting a safety. Can you get him behind the line? That'd be huge.
You got to believe
Quakers got to be
Coach
running
Taylor
this
and
football.
that defense are going to be sending the house.
Oh, absolutely. Whatever you got, you're throwing at him now. They got him to jump.
They got them to jump. So that's going to bring it out 5 yards instead of a 1st and 10 from about the 6-inch mark. Brings them out to the 5-yard line.
That's just killer. Absolutely killer. You think you get some momentum, you get the ball to the half-yard line, and you jump. Those have been the type of plays that have been piling up thus far tonight for the Artesians.
Here we go, 1st and 5, ball on the 6-yard line. Sabank takes it, hands it off to Starnes on the right side, breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet, still churning those legs past the 10-yard line to about the 12. Be a 1st down for the Quakers. 51 seconds on the clock as soon as the chain gang gets set up.
Doesn't seem like the Quakers have too big of a hurry here right now. I think they're pretty content at taking this to halftime, as I would be too. I mean, you're up. You got the number 1 team in the conference, the number 2 team in 4A on the ropes right now. You got a big lead going into halftime. I'll tell you, Nate, this second half, we're going to find out what the Artesians are about. We saw it earlier in the Decatur game. Down 35-7, they were able to score. Similar situation here. I'll tell you, I don't think those dudes are going to give up. And I know those coaches aren't. They're going to throw everything at them in the second half. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Artesians may start chipping away. But credit to the Quakers this half, man. They came out and they balled. They jumped out on top, responded early, and they got a pretty wealthy lead going into halftime, Nate.
And that's going to do it for the second quarter. Quakers lead 29-11. You're watching Martinsville versus Plainfield on the MHS U on YouTube channel and IHSA TV.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance.
We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation. Each year, over 160,000 student athletes compete in high school athletics within our state, learning the value of hard work, persistence, and integrity. The IHSAA Foundation works to empower and support this next generation of leaders through scholarships, leadership development, and sharing the benefits of education-based athletics. To learn more about our mission and how you can help high school athletics make a difference, visit ihsaafoundation.org.
The benefits of choosing a career in the union construction industry are truly limitless.
Some of the things that I've worked on that I'm extremely proud of are some of the pipe racks that we just built for Eli Lilly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different avenues to grow and to advance in your career.
If you're a senior and college isn't for you, in the trades there's so many opportunities. You get to work with your hands, you get trained for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Dotson. Our next senior is Jessica Heath. Jessica is being escorted by her parents, Joe and Melissa Heath. She is an alto saxophone player, a 3-year member of the marching band, and a 2-year member of the winter drum line. Jessica plans to attend Ivy Tech to begin her studies in the automotive industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Heath. Our next senior is Amelia Rainwater. Amelia is being escorted by her parents, Joe and Christy Rainwater. She is the percussion captain, a snare drum player, a 2-year member of the marching band, and a 3-year member of the winter drum line. Amelia plans to attend either Ball State University or the IU Jacobs School of Music to begin her studies in music education. Ladies and gentlemen, Amelia Rainwater. Our next senior is Jackson Rouser. Jackson is being escorted by his parents, Patrick and Melissa Rouser. He is a tenor drum player, a 5-year member of the marching band, and a 5-year member of the winter drum line. Jackson plans to attend IU Jacobs School of Music to begin his studies in music. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Rouser. Our next senior is Donovan Sieg. Donovan is being escorted by his parents, Brandon and Jennifer Sieg. He is the woodwind captain, an alto saxophone player, and a 5-year member of the marching band. Donovan plans to pursue a career in programming and game design at either IU or Purdue University. Ladies and gentlemen, Donovan Sieg. Our next senior is Aiden Sparks. Aiden is being escorted by his mother, Kelly Weitzel. He is a snare drum player, a 5-year member of the marching band, and a 5-year member of the winter drum line. Aiden plans to attend trade school after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, Aiden Sparks. Our final senior is Brooklyn Zimmerman. Brooklyn is being escorted by Amanda and Ricky Hall. She is the captain of the color guard, a 3-year member of the marching band, and an 8-year member of the winter guard. Brooklyn is currently taking medical classes at Hoosier Hills and will have her home health aide certification by the end of this school year and will be a certified medical assistant. She plans on continuing to do marching band outside of high school for the DCI group troopers and will go to college to become a forensic pathologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Zimmerman. Fans, we thank the seniors and their parents for their years of hard work and dedication to the marching band and to the music department of Martinsville High School. We wish them all the very best in their future endeavors. Another round of applause for our 2024 seniors.
Big thanks to the seniors of the Artesian Band.
Yeah,
Looks
big
like
congratulations to them. Big night tonight, obviously
Big
senior night for the
night.
football players. They
Score
had that
is
cheerleader
Quakers
game,
29,
yeah.
Artesians 11, and we're going to look at how they got there. We have highlights.
Yeah, we got some
to
highlights.
roll.
Not the ideal half for the Artesians. We've seen it in a game similar before right there. The Artesians, they came out the gate scoring. A.J. Reynolds punches it in. The Artesians decided to go for two little Heisman pose there. Desmond Howard play there, but here we go. Right back to it. The Quakers didn't hold back. They came and they marched right down the field, scored to go down by 1-8-7, and the Artesians got maybe the wildest kick I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean that one bounced off the crossbar, able to go in, and then it was all Plainfield from there. They just came out the gate with running the ball. Luke Starnes, you can see he gets in there for the second time, and you're going to see it on repeat again. Hand up right up the middle. They got the dynamic duo in backs. Another touchdown for the Quakers, and we've seen that so many times. And then right here, another one. Both running backs have 2 touchdowns apiece. And they are, Quakers are rolling. Artesians going to have a big second half.
Big second half. We're going to keep it here for this band
Looks like
performance.
the band's going to go here. But yeah, I mean, the Artesians are going to have to come out. I talked about it a couple times. This game feels a little similar to the Decatur game. The Artesians down 35-7 at half. They come back, able to storm back and score on a last-second touchdown. Artesians down in a hole early. Again, conference title on the line. Plainfield wins. It's going to be a 3-way tie if Decatur wins as well between them, Decatur,
right now,
and the
Decatur
Artesians.
Central leading Franklin Community 28-3.
Yeah.
So
it's looking if the Quakers can hold on, we're going to have 3 teams share it. Similar to last year, we had 2. But if we could have 3, that would be interesting. Let's take a look back at the sectional poll that the Artesians got, looking a little ahead. Next week, they will stay here in Charleston. Will come to town. And if they win that, they will play the winner of Silver Creek and Connorsville. Under them in the bracket, as we talked about earlier, we played Bedford. They're going to be playing Jennings County. Winner of that to go on to play Shelbyville and Greenwood. So, I mean, we talked about it earlier. The Artesians haven't got a sectional championship since 1996. And they're going to have a decent shot at doing it this year, as they are favored to win this sectional. But anything can happen in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
as you can see, anything's happening tonight. Plainfield on top 29-11.
Well, we'll take a look.
It's an exciting time. Exciting
at the
time.
Plainfield sectional.
Yeah.
Sectional 13. Whiteland plays Decatur at Decatur's place. Decatur won earlier in the season.
Yeah.
And Plainfield will host Anderson. It looks like, looking at some of the polls, looks like more than likely we'll see a Plainfield Decatur Central rematch.
Yeah.
In that,
I think Whiteland, Decatur, and Plainfield, they're all really good teams. And I think, as we mentioned earlier, Plainfield's only loss coming to that Decatur team where they got handled pretty well. And it'll be interesting. I think the Quakers, if they keep playing how they've been playing, they've gotten hot as of late. And if they keep playing how they're playing, they have a pretty good shot at winning it. We could be calling 2 sectional champions tonight, because I mean both teams, really good season. They both have pretty good shots at taking the sectional championship, looking ahead in the playoffs. So that'll be interesting. We'll go ahead and send it down to the Artesian band, who's going to put on a halftime performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Martinsville Marching Artesian Band. The marching band staff features visual designer Todd Clevenger. Instructors are James Powell, Todd Clevenger, Lily Weaver, Matt Rivera, Elizabeth Heath, Ryder Brown, Greg Pearson, Kat Taylor, Lily Curtis.
Welcome back to Sidewicks Field. Great performance there by the Artesian Band. Looks like on the clock reads just under 4 minutes until second half kickoff. We're going to look at some of these stats from both teams, starting with our Artesians. Running the ball today in place of the injured Austin Pryor. Landon Casey, the sophomore, getting his first start, 8 carries, 29 yards. Reynolds had the touchdown carry for 9 yards. Before the 2 sacks he took, he was 2 for 14. He took 2 sacks, lost a lot of yards on those. Passing-wise, Reynolds 13 of 18 for 129. No touchdowns, no interceptions. And receiving the ball, of course, number 1 target, Hunter Stroud, 6 catches for 45 yards. Had kind of got the jet and then passed it back to Stroud, back to Reynolds.
Reverse pass there,
no gain on there. Quakers all over that one. Dotson, 2 catches for 54 yards. Sanders, 2 catches for 19 yards. And Casey, the running back coming in, sophomore. First start, 2 catches for 10 yards. Flipping it over for the Quakers, rushing the ball, leading the way. We knew he was going to have a big impact. Luke Starnes, 11 carries, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And right behind him, his partner in crime, 7 carries for 28 yards and 2 touchdowns also for Wayrich.
That's a duo, man. That's a tough duo. And it just feels like the Artesians and a lot of these plays today are just one play, one block, just one thing away. I mean, we can go over to this couple of sacks the Quakers have gotten that have really helped them. It's just one block away.
As we can
see
go,
yeah,
dance team performing here. A very eventful night here at Sidewicks Field. We had the band performance, the dance team performance, senior night for everybody.
Senior night for everything, yeah. I mean, it's going to attract a pretty big crowd.
Pretty big crowd and
quite a bit of people.
So far, it's been a good game to this point. Quakers up ahead by 18. We'll get the second half kickoff. Back to a couple of the stats. Ethan Ellis, the wide receiver,
he's had a good game.
Has a great game. 2 carries for 32 yards. Had the 1 carry for 30 yards on the end around.
Yeah.
And then Sabang, the quarterback, had the 1 carry for 7 yards. Passing wise, Sabang, perfect. 4 for 4. 72 yards. It's a great game by the quarterback. And receiving wise, those 4 catches, Ethan Ellis hauling in 2 of those for 47 yards. Ryan Garver only came in with 7 receptions for 54 yards, had 1 catch for 17 yards in this one. And then the tight end, Brandon Hendry, has 1 catch for 8 yards. Teams are back onto the field. Dance team and on your screen right there performing. So I'm assuming we'll have another 3 or so minutes. The clock is down to now under a minute.
Yeah, both teams took a while. They sending some good messages. I'm sure Plainfield saying, hey, we got a lead now, but we can't let off the gas. Got to keep it going. This team can come back. And if you're the Artesians, I'm sure they had some sort of message because they're going to have to turn some things around. I'm sure they were fired up in there. It's a big half. As I mentioned, as I was talking about a few seconds ago, I think they're 1 or 2 plays away, man. They get to it, and then they just have a big play, or they have a sack, or they have a ball that just goes through the hands on a kickoff, and they get a recovery. I mean, they're just a couple of those 1 plays in those situations just really change the whole event. And credit to the Plainfield, just on all sides. Their defense has came out, and this offense for the Artesians, I mean, they early on in the year, they were scoring 50 points a game, and they've been scoring 30, 40s pretty much every single game. And right there, you hold them to 11 points in a half, you got to be happy. This Artesian team has one of the best offenses in the state, and they've they've had it tough tonight. Plainfield defense playing great. Plainfield offense has looked absolutely unstoppable. They've been running the ball down the throat. As we mentioned, they can pass when they need to. They've been hitting some big yards in the air. Not necessarily long yardage plays, but throwing little underneath routes that they've made some damage on the ground.
So we came into this game, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So Artesians 8-0 for the first time since 2001. That 2001 season, they did lose their last game of the season to Perry Meridian. It was at Perry Meridian. And they lost 21-28. And then first round of sectionals met a team that has kind of terrorized Indiana football for the last 20 years in the Center Grove. Powerhouse 21-3 in that 2001 game. And we mentioned the team's looking to go undefeated for the first time since 1982. That 1982 season, they went undefeated in the regular season, like we mentioned, going all the way to losing to Castle 24-21, and I believe that was the semi-state against Castle. Looking to repeat that here, down by 18. Braxton, what would you say would be the keys to the game for the Artesians in the second half?
You know, they're going to have to come out with a different identity on defense. Defensively, they've been struggling to get a stop, and they're going to have to throw something at the Quakers or even just step up. They're going to have to do something differently on the defense side and offense. They're going to have to score, and I think you got to score rather quick. They got to get quick shots, maybe throw out some deep balls, even though Plainfield's done a really good job at eliminating that from happening. But I think you got to score quick because Plainfield's going to run the ball, and they're going to try to waste a lot of clock. You can't turn the ball over. Can't turn it over. I think another key is you're going to have to add a little change to the game, whether that's a trick play, whether that's an onside kick, something crazy. And last, you're going to have some luck. I mean, making big comebacks. Plainfield had some luck in the first half. We had some luck as well. We're going to need some luck, and we're going to have to come out and execute. And I'm sure the Artesian, one thing the Artesian have been really doing a good job at this year is making adjustments, whether it be at halftime or in the fourth quarter or early on in the game. They've been doing a really good job of making adjustments, and those little tweaks that they made throughout the year, they've been working. Every game they've made a tweak because I don't think the Artesians have played a full game yet. I mean, you look at some of the games they played, they've been blowing out some teams, but I think their best game this year is Bedford. And I still think they could have left some points out there. But, you know, talking to some of the coaches, they don't think they've had a great game either. They said they have yet to put together a full game. And obviously the first half, that wasn't the best Artesian team we've been seeing all season. So I can tell you, I know they made some adjustments. So we'll see. As I think we got some ice on the field. I think they were carrying an ice bucket across, and something spilled, and they got a ton of, I think it's ice, just laying in the middle of the field. Coach Staggs trying to throw it out there.
It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do about that. Coach Staggs, no longer. I don't know what to call him now. He's just, I think, athletic director as he stepped down.
Yeah, you can see at the top of your screen. There's just a lot of ice in that general area.
And it looks like they're just going to play through it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll melt eventually, I guess. Not too hot out there, so it may take a little bit longer
as you see
than expected. But yeah,
on the field. But Quakers lead 29-11, start of the third quarter. Quakers come into the fifth-ranked team in 5A. Artesians the second-ranked team in 4A. Quakers lead, but the Artesians will have to kick it back off to them.
What's this Artesian team made of, Nate? We're going to find out here in the next 24 minutes.
Be surprised if you see another one of those pooch kicks. We saw it kind of bounced off the Quaker defender and then bounced off David Sanders' hands. Could have been a big turning point in the game if they could have recovered that.
Yeah.
But
again, just plays like those. You have a play where you almost get one, and then Plainfield goes around and they get one. Just some different ball bounces, and this game could be a whole different game.
Here we go. Charlie Rollins boots it up. Deep kick. Returnable by Ellis, and he will. Ellis takes it up the middle to the right side. Picks that to the middle. And he has an opening. He's 30 to 20. Able to make
Rollins going to get him out, man.
And that is not the start.
At all.
If you are the Artesians.
It's exactly what you want if you're the Quakers. Man, Ellis, he's shown the wheels a couple times tonight. He is a quick human. right here. Just look at those things turn, man. One cut, missed tackle there, and he is flying. Tolliver trying to chase him down. Rollins, I think that's one thing as a kicker. That's the last thing you want to do is have to make a tackle. You're saying, hey, my job is to kick, man.
Your coach you want him to do.
Oh, yeah. You know when the kicker's making a tackle, that's not looking good.
He didn't look like Pat McAfee out there, but
no, yeah. Stop the touchdown.
Ellis with the in-around handoff to Starnes. Starnes stopped around the line of scrimmage.
Man, if they would have handed off that end around, he may have been gone. A lot of room out there, but credit to the Artesians sticking up. Big tackle, only about a gain of 2. Starnes, as we mentioned earlier, had a big half. He was running it. Him and Warren, I mean, they're a good duo. They've been running the ball down the Artesians' throat. They haven't been having an answer. Haven't had an answer yet. Do they have one now?
We'll see. So Bank, running backs to both sides, Wayrich and Starnes. So Bank takes the handoff, takes the snap, handoff to Wayrich. Wayrich still on his feet. Gets slammed down, but not after a first down for the Quakers.
Yeah, nice hard run. Just that big run, that big couple plays. Nice hole, and, man, he does the rest. This running back duo is tough, man. They got 2 dudes who just go downhill. And you never know which one's getting the ball. Here we go, 1st and goal.
So Bank looking for the play from Coach Bless. Wayrich sticks in there. Looks to be loading the box a little bit. Extra tight end in the game. Snaps a Bank, hands it off to Wayrich.
That'll be short. Down
Good
about the
tackle
1
by the Artesians.
Again, we saw a similar situation earlier. Late in the second half, the Artesians got all the way down to a 4th down, and the Quakers were able to punch it in at the 1-yard line. Can the Artesians get a big stop early in this second half?
They're going to say no gain on the play. So 2nd and goal from the 2. So Bank in the shotgun, tight end Hendry, and the running back Wayrich directly behind him. Snap, handoff, Wayrich. Wayrich dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Quakers.
Quakers another score on the board, 35-11. Man, this offense just looks so powerful, and it helps when you got a return that goes all the way down to your own 10 pretty much. It's always going to help.
So just like that, Quakers strike quick and early after the impressive kickoff return by Ethan Ellis. We'll await the extra point. Quakers took a 35-11 lead, looking to make that 36-11, a 25-point game. But the Artesians have been in this situation before.
They have, and this team's not going to quit. This is we'd rather have this happen now than in a week. You know, this last game of the season, you got a lot on the line, and right now they're facing a lot of adversity. This is going to be a good test. You're going to see some in the tournament as well. So it's gonna test the Artesians, see what they're made of, and they're gonna face a lot of adversity. As I mentioned in the tournament, it's gonna have some good practice of it here right now.
So Quakers lead 36-11. The Artesians been in this situation before, but maybe the Artesians can give the Quakers a taste of their own medicine. Back deep is Sanders and Stroud, and Sanders had a huge return against Mooresville a week ago. Stroud, multiple times have we seen an incredible return. One that comes to mind last year on my senior night against Mooresville, took one back to the house after trucking the Mooresville defenders.
Yeah.
So anything can happen.
Oh, yeah. A lot of ball left to be played. A lot of ball. Artesian offense gets another shot at it.
Just under 10 minutes left in this third quarter, Braxton. See what the Artesians can do.
Yeah. They're going to need to start putting some points up, and defense is going to have to start getting some stops.
As we await the kickoff. Great game so far by the Quakers, like we mentioned.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they put together a full game. And again, that Decatur loss was quite a while ago. Ever since then, they haven't had a close game.
Another pooch kick towards the sideline.
It's going to go out of bounds. Give the Artesians some good field position, yeah.
Going right back to where Lucas Dewey fumbled the one earlier in this game. So,
here we go.
Artesian offense coming back onto the field. Have not seen them in a while, Braxton.
No, I mean, it has been a while. Definitely over, I'd say 40 minutes real time. I mean, it's been a minute since A.J. Reynolds had the ball in his hand.
So ball is going to be placed at the 35-yard line after the penalty. And let's see what the Artesian offense can do. Down by 25. Handoff to Casey. Casey around the left side. Has some blocks. Gets pushed out of bounds around the 50-yard line. And that's how you start if you're the Artesians.
I talked about it earlier. He's got some wheels on him. If he can get the edge, get those big runs. Got out of bounds. Clock's going to keep running. Artesian's going a little bit of a hurry up. Again, you're down quite a bit, so you want to start scoring. You got to score quick.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line of the Artesians. Reynolds in the shotgun. Reynolds takes a snap, drops back to throw, pump fakes, looking deep. Reynolds rolls out to his right, looking for Stroud, incomplete.
I think I did see a flag, probably a hold against the Artesians. Usually when you see quarterbacks rolling out, you tend to see some holding.
We'll
have to see.
We get a call from the ref.
Holding, offense, the 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So holding is called. That's going to bring up a 1st and 20.
Yeah. Again, they didn't come down with the pass, but you got to stay away from those situations. You don't want to get those holdings, and I think we're going to see another running back change. Lucas Dewey coming in for Casey. I think that might be either a sign that they want to pound it up the middle, or they're going to roll out and pass, and they want Lucas Dewey to make some big blocks and pass protection, because he's shown whenever they roll out, man, he can take some blows and he can deliver some.
I think a big thing to look out here, the bottom of your screen, Draven Sanders all by himself, one-on-one with the Plainfield defender. Can't really tell the number, but I'm going to assume that it's Tayshawn Callahan.
Yeah.
Or it's either Grayson Harden. Either a 5 or a 6.
Hey, you haven't seen many one-on-one shots tonight. Usually the Artesians like to send a couple of them, maybe to Sanders or Dotson out wide.
Reynolds rolling out. Has some pressure to the sidelines. Decides just to eat it and run out of bounds. Had a couple guys downfield, but well covered. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 20.
That a couple times tonight. The Quakers are playing really good in coverage, specifically. The Artesians have rolled out a couple times, and they just haven't had many things open. Usually you get the deep ball going deep, you get something over the middle, but, man, the Quakers have really done a good job. I'm sure they've watched a lot of film this week. They know what the Artesians do. They hit guys. They play a lot of backyard football. When you're scrambling, you just hit guys on the run and stuff, but, man, the Quakers have done a really good job. Really taking advantage and really playing good defense.
So I think they gained a yard as they handed off to Dewey. Dewey able to get a little bit back, but not much. Call it maybe 5 yards. He's going to bring up a 3rd and long, about 14 yards. Let's see what Coach Jagger draws up. I'm thinking they go to number 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You may draw up some trickery. I don't know, but you got to do something, because 3rd and long situation there. You're in 4-down territory most. I would think so. We'll see. They don't want to worry about it. They want to get it here, but Stroud looks to have maybe a double team over there.
3rd and 14. Reynolds drops back to throw. Has some time. Has a little bit of pressure. Lets it fly downfield.
Oh,
just out of reach for Hunter Stroud.
Did we see a flag? I wasn't sure.
Looks like maybe a holdout against the Artesians, and that would be killer to this drive.
Not sure.
Already. Maybe it'd be against the Quakers kind of backing up on this one.
Something was, here we go.
And we're going forward.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Wow. You don't really see that in high school football. You see it a lot in the NFL now.
I didn't notice. He took a shot, man. I heard some helmets colliding over there. That's a big play, man. You would have had a 4th and absolutely forever, and you get a fresh set of downs.
Saves this drive off the personal foul. So here we go. A.J. Reynolds, 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 40-yard line. Casey directly behind him. Reynolds takes a snap,
Big
fakes it,
handoff.
rolls out.
They're going to try to hit him on a wheel route. He's got a step. He's got a step. What a catch.
What a catch there by Landon Casey down to the 5-yard line, 35-yard grab from Reynolds to Landon Casey.
Saw that play earlier in the year with Pryor. You fake the handoff, and you see Casey going around. He kind of just makes the man miss by himself, and you can see the wheels. What a catch. What a catch going up to get it. How about the sophomore? Big play here.
Start as an Artesian.
Yeah.
Artesians on the ball quickly. 8 minutes left in this third quarter, trying to make a comeback. Reynolds throws. Touchdown, Josh Jones.
Little out route. Artesians. Don't look back. Don't look too far ahead here. Artesians score quick.
So they're not going to get it all back in one possession.
Absolutely not.
But that's definitely a good start.
Yeah.
Got saved a little bit by the roughing the passer.
Yeah, that was a big call.
Big call for the Artesians, but able to make it 6 points.
None of this is going to matter if the defense can't start getting some stops. They got to start honing in on the run, not allowing that big play, and, man, they got a block there. They had a good rush, and they just blew up that kick.
So the score stays 36-17. Plainfield leads by 19 and will receive this kickoff. If I am Coach Duggar, I am not kicking it back to number 20 in this one.
Yeah, no, you don't want to see that dude get any sort of chance at returning it. Do you see an onside, maybe squib, pooch type kick? Maybe. But you got to think the Artesians are going to try and steal possession eventually at some point in this game. Again, we'll take a look at that touchdown. Reynolds, little stutter. Nice throw, nice catch. Big Josh Jones getting rewarded. He does a lot of blocking that goes unnoticed. And then when you can get those type of guys rewarded in those situations, it's always a good feeling.
So 8 minutes left in this third quarter, 20 minutes left in regulation. I'm saying regulation just because I got a little feeling, Braxton.
Yeah.
The Artesians, they've never been out of a game so far, and I don't expect that to change here.
Things can change quickly.
Have that fight in them. So down 19. Looks like Rollins to kick it off.
What are you going to do? Send it deep. You give Ellis a chance, or you're going to try it?
And he bobbled it.
I think he got on it, though.
He may have got on it. It looks like they will. Defense comes out for the Artesians. Offense for the Quakers. Looked like he almost dropped it. It would have been huge for the Artesians.
You got to think that's a scary position to be in if you're the Quakers. You got one guy there to make the catch, and you got about 30 guys running right at you as hard as they can, and they're going to make a big hit for the football. I mean, takes a lot of guts to get there and catch that ball. Credit to the Quakers. Able to get that one. Here we go. Can the defense come up with a stop?
First and 10, ball on the 49-yard line of the Artesians. So Bank takes a snap, hands it off to the left side is Wayrich. Wayrich, nothing but green grass in front of him and a first down.
Yeah, I mean, the Quakers are just getting it done on the ground. Every handoff seems to be going for 10, 15 yards every time. Credit to the O-line, man. They're making some big holes. I mean, I just saw one of the linemen right there. I believe it was Tommy Spilker. He was just running freely right there. And then when you're the running back and you're running behind that big of a guy, I'd feel pretty safe, I'll tell you what. And they're creating some big holes.
2nd and 1, ball on the 40-yard line. Artesians trying to stop this running game of the Quakers. Handoff to Starnes. Starnes dragging a defender for a couple, and that'll be enough for the first down for the Quakers.
I mean, you just see something like that. You see a tackle initially in the backfield, and he just pounds and grounds, able to have some defenders hanging on him. Starnes such a tough runner.
Score 36-17. Clock continues to roll down under 7 minutes in this third quarter. Artesians looking for a huge stop or a huge turnover. Yeah. Try to flip this game back in their direction. Wayrich in motion. So Bank will throw it out there. Incomplete. on the pass attempt, the first incompletion of the game for Sabank.
Yeah, how about that? First incompletion. And it's not like they haven't aired it out a ton. I mean, they've had some pretty decent passes, and I think that may have been one of the difference makers. They've had a couple of big plays in the air, but I mean, they've been really hanging their hat on the two big guys. This kind of reminds you of what used to be a Greenwood offense where they just pound and ground most of the game. And they got a couple running backs they used to, and this is very
also
similar.
reminds me of kind of I mean, it's not under center, but kind of a Whiteland. Seeing a lot of motion across the field.
You don't see
a lot
many
of eye
passes.
candy. And this time, Sabank's going to take it himself, and he's going to eat it.
Nothing going.
And a flag after the play.
That is just absolutely killer.
You can't have that.
And there's just no need for it. You have him down on the ground, and then you just say something extra. You don't need to lean over him and do anything right there. Just not a smart play there. Not a smart play at all.
We'll hear it from the ref now.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense.
I mean, you have him where you want him. You have him in probably a 3rd and 15. You get a sack. And then just a careless play. There's just no reason to do that. And it's been kind of the story. They're one play away. They get a couple good plays, and they do that. You just can't have that in a game like this.
Too many mistakes committed by the Artesians so far, and like you said, you just can't have it when you brings up an opportunity of a 3rd and long.
It's a gut-wrenching penalty. It really is.
Now
get him where you
1st
want
and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. Takes away the huge play you had for your defense.
Absolutely.
So Sabank back in the shotgun. Behind him is Starnes. Starnes gets a handoff to the right side. Still turning those lanes. Gain of about 5.
Nice hard run there from Starnes. Able to pick up a solid chunk there on that 2nd down. You just go back to that penalty, man. That's just such a crucial point of the game. You make the big play, and then just something silly. Give them a free 1st down. Quakers in no hurry at all.
On that, and yeah, like you mentioned, Quakers are in no hurry. Clock continues to roll.
I mean, I'll be shocked they snap it above 5 seconds on the play clock every single time.
2nd and 7. Let's see what the Artesians do.
I think a timeout going to be called by the Quakers. No, I'm not sure what's going on, but the play clock reset. Yeah.
Handoff to Starnes. Penalty
thrown.
flag throws. Clock will stop now. And
you got to think either a false start or a hold early because it was thrown relatively quick. Looks like the refs are chatting it over. Looks like they're talking to Coach Duggar, meaning asking him usually if he wants to accept or decline.
We'll push the Quakers back a little bit. We'll see what Coach Duggar does, and he said it looks like he's
legal shift. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised there wasn't a penalty on that clock because that rolled down.
Yeah,
the player
I
came
think,
to the sideline. Clock continued to roll.
And they reset it too. So I'm not sure. I think one of the refs told one of the players to either take something off or something. We got another penalty.
Ball start for the Quakers.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains. 2nd down.
So a couple of silly penalties, and the Quakers are kind of backing up. You don't want to be in these. This is one of the things I talked about earlier in the game. You want to get the Quakers in these 2nd and really longs, 3rd and longs, make them air it out. When you got a 2nd and long, if you can hold them to not big of a, if you can hold them to 5 yards here, you got them where you want them on a 3rd down.
Wayrich.
They do just that.
Able to corral them to the 30, maybe the 29, gain of 3 or 4. Just 2 dumb penalties right in a row for the Quakers, and now brings up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 after the 2-yard run from Wayridge.
Are you in 2-down territory yet? I'm not sure. If you gain quite a bit here, you got to think you may go for it.
But you got to think also the leg of your kicker.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. I mean, you get maybe 5 yards. I'd be pretty comfortable sending him out. Worst comes to worst, he misses it. They get it at the 25-ish yard line maybe. We'll see. Teachers need to stop.
So I hand it off to around the left side of Starnes. Tons of room. Still on his feet. Down to the 5-yard line. And on 3rd and 15, not what you like to see at all from the Artesian defense.
I've talked about it so many times. The big one play. Whether it's a personal foul on a 3rd and forever, or whether it's a 3rd and forever, and you just get a run like that. Luke Starnes just pounding and grounding. Man, they're just one play away every time, it feels like. And now in the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, Quakers are bringing all the big boys right here. Holy.
Looks like kind of a tush push.
He'll get all the way in. Wow.
And that was the backup quarterback, Gavin Linkins.
They absolutely loaded that box up right there, and they just said, hey, run behind the biggest dudes in the conference up front and go get that touchdown, and they did just that. Quakers feeling themselves tonight, Nate.
So here we go. Extra point awaiting for the Quakers. Now the touchdown leads them, puts them up 42-17.
They haven't been stopped. They have not been stopped on offense one time.
You got to think that may have something that the Artesians will look at coming down to this sectional time.
Absolutely.
So this is a team that's shown that they can't stop. You got to solidify some of those holes.
Yeah.
If they want to make a run.
When you got a big O-line like Plainfield had, I mean, this is one of the biggest O-lines, if not, I think they're top 5 biggest O-lines in 5A. Man, they got some big dudes up front, and they've been showing all year they can move some bodies, and they've been doing it.
250 at left tackle, 290 at left guard, 240 center, 305 at right guard, and then basically 300 pounds at right tackle.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that very often. This is a special group up front for the Quakers, and credit to Coach Bless, man. He's using them wisely. If you got those weapons, the first thing I'd be doing is running right behind them. And they're just taking advantage of every weapon they got tonight, whether it's the O-line up front running behind them. You got 2 running backs who just run the ball so hard. You got a quarterback who's been throwing the ball well tonight. He's ran the ball a little bit as well. There's so many weapons. And this offense just has not been stopped. Hasn't been stopped many times this year either. It's not like this is the first time no one's had an answer.
Once tonight.
Not
they
at all.
have scored a touchdown on every single one of their possessions in this game. 6 touchdowns, 6 possessions for the Quakers. As the kickoff awaits. 43-17, another pooch kick. This time corral, dangerous. Kind of holding your breath as the Artesians trying to corral that one. Lucas Dewey makes the grab. Wisely walks out of bounds with it. So 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line.
They need another score quick.
3:29 left in this 3rd quarter. See what the Artesians decide to do here. They need a lot, but you can't get it all back in one possession. Got to be smart with it. 26-point differential here. So Reynolds, as we look, he's going to be by himself in the backfield. Stroud in motion. Snap, fakes the handoff to Stroud. Penalty is called. Sanders unable to make the completion.
And that's just been kind of the story tonight. Things haven't fell in their way.
It's like an illegal shift again.
Yeah.
This time committed by the Artesians. So they're going to lose 5 yards. We're going to bring up 1st and 15. Clock did stop. 3:26. What reads on the clock. Artesians down 43-17.
Oh, good heavens. That's a tough little ring right there.
Yeah, they just need to turn that down,
Yeah,
Rex.
that's some sort of echo that's pretty loud every time the ref tries to talk.
So 1st and 15. Stroud looks to... Nope, he has the safety over top of him as well. Stroud rolling out.
Taking a shot.
Reynolds
Got
down
a step.
to Sanders.
That's a flag, yep. Oh, my goodness.
But a flag afterwards.
Oh, wow, yeah. He must have thought about that one and been like, wow, yeah, that one's got to be a flag.
No, I think they called it on Sanders after the play. We need to look at the replay on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like Sanders got shoved.
He definitely did. We're going to try and get a replay of that, but
no, they're going to call it on the Artesians.
Sportsmanlike conduct. It must have been something. Must have been a reaction to what happened. I mean, that's just been the story tonight. It's been the story tonight.
Watch this replay. Reynolds rolling out, and we'll see the coverage on.
I mean, right there, that's a penalty, pushing him. Yeah,
just
you can't.
Doesn't even look for the ball, just goes right to the defender.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he probably said something to him, but I mean, the second man always gets caught.
Second man gets caught. It should have been a pass interference call.
It's just been that kind of night for the Artesians. But, I mean, whether it was a terrible call or not, you can't do that.
You can't do that,
You can't have reactions like that. You got to be the bigger guy. So yeah, whether it's called or not, you can only control what you can control. And obviously, our teams have had a couple of those penalties.
So 2nd and 25. Not a good look for the Artesians.
Not at all.
Down by 26, and we got 3:19 remaining in this third quarter. The Artesians want to make a comeback. That's going to start on this drive, but they're backed up way deep.
Yeah, 2nd and forever. Nice little dump. Josh Jones
all by himself, still on his feet. Let the big man roll.
How about him?
Down to the 45-yard line, and just like that, Braxton.
Thought they may do it eventually, because when you got receivers, Josh Jones has been pounding all night, man. He's been blocking. Just right there. Watch, you got the safety, worried about Hunter Stroud. Josh, fake block. Go out. It looks like this was the PI, but Josh Jones, nice big catch. Casey
around the left side. Gain of 4. So here we go. Clock continues to roll, but a little life back into the Artesian sideline.
Yeah.
That's still a crazy call. I don't know if you're the ref how you don't see that in midair, and all you see is 2 hands pushing the wide receiver.
Yeah.
But no call. But that doesn't permit you to do anything like that.
Absolutely not.
Reynolds lets it fly to the sideline, incomplete. Raven Sanders, the intended target. The clock does stop at 2:23 left in this third quarter. Brings up a 3rd and 6, an obvious 4th down territory for the Artesians. And I think that you just have to draw a play up for your best player on this.
Yeah.
This 3rd and 6. Hunter Stroud been kind of quiet in the second half so far. 6 catches, 45 yards in this one.
Yeah, if I'm the Artesians, I'm throwing it to Stroud right now. You got a blocker in front of him and no one within 10 yards.
Quick little bubble.
Here you go. You got a corner coming
Blitz
down.
Blitz comes.
Like that
handoff
call.
to Casey. Casey
what a
unable
tackle.
to make a man miss.
What a tackle. Man, he came flying out of nowhere. It looked like Casey, all he had to do was make a step or a move, but man, what a tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up a 4th and 6, and a big 4th and 6. And a timeout. It looks like a official timeout.
We got an injured player over there on the Quaker sideline.
Doesn't look like to be an Artesian player, just looks like a Quaker player injured on the Quaker sideline. So official timeout. Artesians down by 26 in this one. And right now, everything is going in the way
it's
of
been one of those
Quakers.
days. You know, you thought it's bound to happen at least one time this season where things don't go your way. And, you know, a team came in here playing really well, and they're staying playing really well. It just feels like all the energy is just sucked out of the Artesians right now, whether it be just to silly mistakes they're making after plays. Or, something doesn't go your way and just some bad reactions. Just doesn't feel like there's any energy on that sideline in this crowd at all.
Not much to show for, but as a learning point for Coach Duggar, this kind of shows your team to lock in a little more, that you are beatable.
Nothing's given. Everything's got to be earned.
And as you hate to say it, down big here, still a chance, but this is going to show what Coach Duggar and his team has in the fight. We saw earlier this season, blitz comes, Reynolds lets it fly out to Casey. Casey puts his head down, will get the first down and some more.
Nice hard run there from Casey. Like the play call. Little screen, throwing it under the middle. Casey does the rest.
Clock continues to roll. 1st and 10 for the Artesians.
Talk about a dude who's got a bright future. It's number 22.
For sure. For
nice
the
little out route, nothing
crazy.
crazy.
The Artesians, you need to get this going. Clock continues to roll.
Absolutely.
Jones in motion.
Gonna want a switch route. They got Jones.
Over the middle of the field. Touchdown.
There he is.
There he is. Hunter Stroud.
Wouldn't be a football game if Hunter Stroud didn't score a touchdown, Nate. Able to get it in there. Cut the lead down to 20. Rollins comes out to get the 2-point conversion.
That time it didn't look like the Quakers were double-teaming Hunter Stroud, and Reynolds took notice, delivering the quick strike for a touchdown to Hunter Stroud.
Yeah.
Quakers did block one earlier. Has to be on the mind of the Artesians. Snap, hold, kick is up.
It just got demolished. That's the second time. The Artesians have had that problem a couple times this year. Teams have been able to get a lot of momentum in that middle. When you got dudes who are 350 coming at you, a guy who's 250, maybe you struggle to block him.
So, Artesians.
Here we go.
Fire back. Score a touchdown. Quakers still lead 43-23.
You got to think they're going onside here.
I think you have to.
At this
only
point,
13 minutes left in this game in regulation. But the biggest thing is they've left 2 points on the board from extra points. And put it not huge. No, it makes it an 18-point game, but that's definitely more manageable than the 20 they're at.
For sure.
So we'll see here. Plainfield Quakers come out. They're normal, no hands team for the Quakers. Maybe still expecting a normal kickoff, but I think the Artesians, you have to try something. A pooch kick, onside, something.
You got a Plainfield defender is... There you go. He's walking to the ref now. Gave him something.
Looks like a flag.
Oh, a flag.
Looks
okay.
like his flag was on the ground. Looks like he dropped it or something.
Yeah,
but
you gotta probably think an onside kick here.
Definitely, I just don't see any way that they kick this back to Ellis, who's been dangerous in this one. Another onside kick, and not a great onside kick. Rolled straight down. And that's going to be good field position for the Quakers. Ball now at the 48-yard line. And this is a big point in the game for this Artesian defense. You need a 3-and-out. You need something, some type of stop, because right now the Quakers are 100%. They are 6 for 6 on touchdowns when they get possession of the ball. Something's going to have to change here for the Artesians if they want a chance to come back in this game.
Yeah.
Sabank, handoff, Starnes gets met by a couple Artesian defenders, loses a yard on the play, and that's a good start.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think this team has played better in the second half. I mean, offensively, you're 2 for 2, but defensively, you're 0 for 2. Plainfield, both times they've been costly penalties, as we had that one time, and just the big play with Starnes. I mean, they're one play away in this second half specifically of finally getting a stop.
Sabank,
you got to think pass here.
By himself, 2nd and 11. Starnes in motion back to the backfield. Handoff to Starnes. Starnes puts his head down.
Nothing much.
Nothing much.
I really like what I'm seeing there. You send Starnes out wide, And you have to adjust if you're defensively. So the defense sends a couple guys down low. And then whenever they send stars back, no one adjusts. So you got numbers. And credit to the Artesian team. They were able to get them stopped for not a big gain.
I don't foresee another play in this one. Quakers lead 43-23 in the conference championship game. Everything on the line. You're watching Martinsville versus Plainfield on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown. Home style. Home team. Home for the holidays. Your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
Holman, he'll fire his 3.
Here we go. 30-11. Same play they called a couple of times to Starnes, but this time the Artesians are all over it.
It's a good play call and an even better defensive play call. The Artesians were ready for that one. How about this? This is a weird sight. We're seeing the punt team out there. First time we've seen them tonight.
You best believe the Artesians are coming after this punt.
You got to think that's some relief, finally getting the punt team out there.
And I don't know if the Artesians can get through there. So you look back, you see those 3 massive human beings.
I mean, we may have almost 1,000 pounds right there in a wall. Those are some big dudes.
Trying to come off the edge is the Artesians.
They got it. Oh, I think they tipped it.
Able to get it off. Kick rolls down. Not a great start for the Artesians. Almost got to it. But more than less, still going to be Artesian football. Artesians down by 20 to the Quakers. 11-11. What reads on the clock in this fourth quarter, down by 20. And they're going to need something huge if they want to win this one. But if there's a team to do it,
here we go.
So Artesian offense back onto the field in a big moment. Down by 20, 11-11 reads on the clock. But if you're the Artesians, you're never out of it. Reynolds drops back to pass. Reynolds over the middle, has a man.
What a catch. Oh.
Ruled incomplete. Artesian wide receiver Casey, a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I think he may have. It's like the knee, maybe leg, foot area.
Had his guy beaten. Had the ball in his hands, and then good play by the defender to get some contact and jar that ball free. So it brings up 2nd and 10, ball on the 12-yard line. Artesians need something big in this one. 2nd and 10, Reynolds takes a snap. Hands it off. Lucas Dewey to the left side. Lucas Dewey breaks some tackles. Still on his feet. He's fighting.
He's a dude that's just going to run straight downhill.
So after the play contact, no penalty. But 1st and 10 after a 12-yard run by Lucas Dewey. Good hard-nosed running by the junior running back.
Yeah, he runs with some power, man.
Artesians down 20 here. Reynolds in the shotgun. Clock continues to roll. They need to get this drive going. Pass to the outside is Sanders. Sanders wrapped up quickly. Artesians going to get on the ball quickly after the couple-yard gain.
Yeah, Artesian's got to go quick here.
Too much clock it's just rolling off.
Yeah, you got to think you're going to keep airing it out. Got to hit a deep ball eventually, but with the way this defense is playing, that's going to be really tough.
Reynolds drops back. Reynolds rolls. Has a man. Incomplete. Almost picked off. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. At least the clock stops.
Yeah, you get a chance to catch your breath.
Just
call a
under
play
10
you want to
minutes.
get.
So here we go. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 28-yard line. Artesians down big, but May trying to start a comeback. Reynolds drops back, lets it fly over the middle. Pass complete to Hunter Stroud. That's a first down for the Artesians. Clock stops momentarily, but they're going to have to get on this ball quickly.
They got to keep it rolling. You hit your guy, get a big first down. Nice throw, nice catch, going up to get it. Team's got to keep moving quick.
Clock starts now. Artesians already in spot. Reynolds drops back to throw. Lets it fly down the field. Has a man. Dotson.
There you go. You'll get a free 15.
Are thrown. Pass interference. Looks to be on the corner. Carson Cole. So the 15-yard penalty is not like the NFL. You don't get it from the spot.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Be incredible.
Defense, 15-yard penalty.
And I wouldn't be surprised if these Artesians, they just keep trying to take shots.
Yeah, I mean, they got some athletes out wide that can just outrun pretty much anybody. So when you air it out like that, you put the defense in a tough spot because you either got to keep with them and bat it down, or you either got to give up a touchdown or make a pass interference call.
1st and 10, ball on the 46-yard line of the Quakers.
See it again.
We'll see it again.
Dotson had step on him. Draws the flag.
Had a couple flags thrown in his direction.
Yeah.
Reynolds takes the snap. Fakes
it
again to Josh Jones. Josh Jones rumbling down the field for the first down for the Artesians.
I mean, we've seen that play twice now. If you're not going to respect the tight end slip route, what are you going to do? You gotta keep your eye on him. They've used that a couple times now. You have the option to hand it off or throw it underneath. Good decision by Reynolds. Big chunk play, nice catch and run by Jones.
Clock continues to roll. Reynolds.
Oh my!
Low snap. It was Corral. Throws it, and that's caught.
He'll get close.
Inside the 5. Clock stops momentarily again. Artesians need to get on this ball quick. Clock rolls now. 9 and some change. Dotson with the completion there. Reynolds in the shotgun. Dewey directly behind him. Snap, handoff to Dewey. Dewey is going to be in for the touchdown.
It's a big score.
Braxton.
It's a big score. Cut it to 13.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Artesians strike back.
I think they're going for 2.
Yeah, they had the last 2 PATs blocked. I don't expect to see Charlie Rollins back out.
Yeah, when you get that much pressure up the middle on those type of kicks, it's just really tough to kick it. Artesian's going to try and steal a couple points here. And you're down 14.
Down 14 in this situation. Getting down 12, getting the 2-point conversion would be huge.
There's still a lot of clock, man.
Still a lot of clock, but Plainfield are going to try to burn everything out, so we'll see how it goes. Reynolds takes it himself. Pitches out to Stroud. Stroud on the outside. Dives.
Wow.
It's good.
Wow.
The 2-point conversion. Wow.
Coach Duggar doesn't even know what to think right now.
I don't know if he's happy. I don't know if he's mad.
Don't ever do it again. That was a nice play.
Hey, great play, but don't ever do that again.
That's a heads-up play, though, man. You need some points on the board somehow.
Let's just watch this replay back.
I mean,
Reynolds.
He's like, Hunter Stroud, you're my guy. You've been my guy all season. Go score.
I don't want to say it was designed, but Stroud just kind of sitting behind.
Yeah, he knew. Maybe they talked about that one night after a game.
Him and him and Reynolds.
Hey, if you're in trouble, I'll sneak behind.
On this play, hey, man, I'm rolling out by myself. You know, if you're just open, stick around, I'll just stick it to you. And just like that, Braxton, 12-point game.
You go onside again. What's it going to hurt? I mean,
it's not going to hurt much. Just field position.
If you're going to stop them, you got to stop them whether at the 50 or backed up to the 1. You know what I mean? So, I mean, do you try to steal one? I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Hands team comes out for the Quakers.
Yeah.
Interesting to see.
Did you try to boot it deep now? Maybe you try to. I think you're either going to see an absolute line drive. I don't know.
They're in a weird spot. They're around the 20-yard line. Like, I think if you're Charlie Rollins and you're Coach Duggar, I think you send this to the back of the end zone. No clock, rolls off, nothing happens, ball at the 20-yard line, and you just do that. Because Quakers are expecting. We'll see what happens. Onside kick.
I think they touched it before.
Didn't reach the 50.
No, I mean you give your guys a shot at it, and you know your defense is going to have to come up with a stop either way. You know, so
honestly, in that situation, I like it back near the end zone. I like it because they're sitting at the 20.
Yeah, but I mean, if the Quakers are going to score, you'd rather have them score only going 30 or 40 or 50 yards rather than having a full-blown 90, 80-yard.
You're just telling us that ball did not make it 10 yards. Quakers will.
Here we go. Offense or the defense here going to have to come up with the stop.
So Bank.
Hand off
to Wayrich. Wayrich fighting for extra yards, but only gains about 3 or 4.
Solid pickup. See, coaches for the Artesians laying into them.
This is going to be the big part of this game. 8:40 and the clock continues to roll.
Defense played much better the second half, as I've talked about. Played really well this fourth quarter. Can they get a stop?
They need a 3-and-out here badly. So Bank tries to draw the Artesians off sides. Play clock at 10 now.
Yeah, you're not calling a play unless it's under 5. You're not saying hut.
At 5, so Bank throws it. It is complete.
What a catch. Ellis, he's had himself a day.
That is huge for this
what a play call.
Quaker offense. Having the trust in your quarterback.
Yeah, you're bringing the big dogs back in now. You're taking the one wide receiver out, loading up the backfield. Going to see probably a couple runs before you think about passing here. Artesian defense going to have to make a stop.
Play clock.
They're gonna let this thing wind.
Down to 15. 7:50 remaining in this game. Big boys are out. More than likely a run. Artesians start to stack the box. Handoff to Wayrich. Wayrich, not anything.
Not much at all.
Wayrich wanting a flag. Somehow, it says he gained 3 yards.
Yeah, I'm not sure how.
It looked like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Didn't look like much. Again, they're going to wait. Get the play call in around 15 seconds, and you can go set up shop.
More than likely another run for the Quakers. So Bank in the shotgun. Right behind him is Weston Wayrich. Wayrich going to get
Oh, they almost had him in the backfield. Falls forward.
A couple down near the first down marker. And I think if you are the Quakers, you may see something like they did earlier for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Bring in all the big boys.
I think they will.
Play hard-nosed football.
I think they're going to do just that, Nate.
So 3rd and 1. Ball on the 28-yard line. Clock continues to roll.
Need a big stop right here.
Got to watch the ball still, but Quakers handoff. Starnes breaks free.
Makes a cut. He's gone.
Touchdown Quakers. Luke Starnes, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the big play. We've talked about it. 3rd and short. They just break one right up the middle. Look at Starnes go, makes a cut, gets him turning. Does the rest. Touchdown, Quakers yet again. It's a good response.
Extra point upcoming. Quakers lead 49-31. This to make it a 19-point game. Snap, kick is up. Looks to be good. It is 50-31 is the score. 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And at the moment, we'll look at some of the update scores across the mid-state. See if they load real quick. Like we just mentioned, this one, Quakers lead 50-31. Decatur Central's game is over. Decatur Central won 35-3.
Yeah, so they
are hoping for a Plainfield win in this one.
You definitely are.
For a three-way tie atop of the Mid-State Conference. In other scores, Perry Meridian.
Big win over Mooresville, yeah.
Gets the win over Mooresville 28-23. And the third final, Whiteland beats Greenwood 48-13. Again, our game kind of had a late start due to a lot of the festivities of senior night.
Here we go. Offense going to have to score again. Again, if they're going to win this game, some things are going to have to bounce their way. Whether it be a big call here and there, a turnover, something. You're keeping 6 on the clock. They don't have a lot of time. When you're down 3 scores, you got to go quick. You got to score quick.
So here we go. Another pooch kick towards the sidelines. Bobbled again. Sanders pushed out of bounds about the 25-yard line. Get this Artesian offense out onto the field again. It looks like to be like just the spot.
Yeah.
Quakers have tried to test Lucas Dewey in this kick return game.
Yeah. They've hit that spot quite a bit, and they've caused some trouble, especially when it stays in bounds. Someone's got to return it.
Here we go. 6:08 remaining on the clock, down by 19. Reynolds trying to make some magic happen. Reynolds rolling out, lets it fly deep over the head of the intended target, Mason Dodson. 5 seconds rolls off the clock. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
You take the shot, you're going to have to take a couple of them. And like them trying to give Dodson a shot at it, just overthrew him. Plainfield again playing. They're playing almost like a prevent defense. They're not letting anything behind.
Reynolds looking for some magic. 2nd and 10. 6:03 on the clock. Reynolds drops back. We'll see a lot of that in these waning moments of the game. Reynolds waves him deep.
He's got him.
Has a man complete.
Who else? 5:50 and counting. Artesian's got to move.
They have to wait for the chains to get set. Artesian's can get set and wait for these chains here. The ref, though, already signaling for the clock to start. Reynolds getting the play. Here we go. Reynolds takes the snap. Rolls out, lets it fly again. Looking for his target. Stroud, incompletion, will stop the clock, but a lot of clock rolled off. 16 seconds from the completion to Stroud.
Yeah, Stroud didn't even know it was in the air there.
So 2nd and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Artesian's trying to strike back quickly. They've driven pretty far down the field in just around 30 seconds of clock. Reynolds in the shotgun, expecting a pass towards maybe the end zone, at least a first down. Reynolds takes it and instead tricks everybody, including me, and off to Lucas Dewey.
Gotta keep them on their toes, I guess. Here we go.
A gain of nothing, but me personally, I don't like that call.
Yeah.
I mean, the clock is just going to keep rolling in this situation.
Gonna need a big play here. Clock's moving. Nearing the 5-minute mark. Geez, it seems like they're taking a little bit of time here. I'm not seeing crazy sense of urgency.
Plainfield looks to bring some pressure. They do. Clock now stops. Penalty is called. False start. Not what we like to see.
So that'll back them up.
And also bring up third down.
Yeah. You got to keep in mind the chains here. You want to score, but you can't. You can't be in a fourth down situation, have an incomplete pass, and have a turnover on downs. You gotta get the first down too.
See what they do here. 3rd and 15. Ball on the 37-yard line. 4:57 remaining. Just under 5 minutes. Reynolds drops back to throw. Has some pressure. Looks to take it down on his legs. He decides, lets it fly towards Sanders.
Oh, almost had a.
Trying to make the toe drags, but unable to complete the pass. So 4th and 15. And if you're the Artesians, you have to have this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is the game on the line right here. You don't get this, it could be over. You're drawing up your best play you got here. You probably think number 3 is going to get some type of look at the ball here.
Reynolds gets his troops ready. 4:49 remains on the clock.
Coach Duggar's gonna call timeout.
So timeout, the first of 3 for Coach Duggar.
Yep.
And like we mentioned in the opening, the conference title was on the line tonight. Artesians with a win would have won the conference outright with a Plainfield win, and now we know Decatur Central beat Franklin Community. The Plainfield win would bring up a 3-way tie atop of the Mid-State Conference. All 3 teams would be given the Mid-State Championship as Martinsville loses to Plainfield. Plainfield lost to Decatur, and Decatur lost, obviously, to Martinsville.
Yeah.
Interesting situation there, but
yeah, could be the second year in a row that the Artesians are going to have a share at the conference. Obviously not the game thus far you'd want to see. Plainfield obviously came out, played really well. Game on the line here. If you don't get it, chances are looking really slim. What are you drawing up?
Shotgun takes a low snap. Pressure comes by the Quakers. Reynolds lets it fly.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
That's a touchdown. Hunter Stroud. Give him another one. 37-yard touchdown completion from Reynolds to Stroud. And Braxton.
Just when you think you're out of it, they're gonna keep you honest. Stroud. I mean, I don't know how you let him sleep in the backfield. He just runs past everybody. What a throw, man.
I mean, I think the most impressive part is, again, he's double covered and just outruns them both.
That's Hunter Stroud for you. Special player.
So Artesians obviously going to try to go for 2 in this case. See what they draw up. Down by 13. Try and make it 11 on this. Fake the Jets. Throws it. And just overthrown.
I think that was Potter off down there. They tried to sneak him in the end zone. Can't get in. So here we go. 4:43. Can almost guarantee you're going to see an onside kick.
An onside kick.
And if they don't get that, you're going to have a stop. You don't win this game without one.
You have 2 timeouts remaining. So you can stop the clock twice, but it's going to be at least, I'm trying to think, about a minute.
Yeah.
It's probably going to roll off that clock.
That's best case scenario.
Best case scenario,
if you
a minute.
Get a 3 and out. But the way this Plainfield offense is looking, man, you don't want them to have the ball at all.
Yeah, and Artesians, I think, have tried kind of 3 onside kicks so far.
Yeah.
I've not gotten one yet, but
they've gotten close. Past 2 haven't gotten crazy close, but the first one they almost had.
I mean, maybe we see a little pooch kick right behind the hands team, possible.
I don't know.
Trying to get it in between. You see the big gap on your screen. So we'll see what happens. a lot of space, Braxton.
Yeah. They're going to need a miracle.
Definitely need a miracle.
It's going to happen here.
But you look at it, I'm looking, maybe try to pooch kick this
right in the middle.
35-yard line. You see what I'm looking like?
Yeah.
Between that 30 and 35-yard line?
You got Starnes back there who's probably going to come up and try to get it.
But we got Artesians. Artesians are going to be coming after this.
Yeah,
no matter what. Plainfield has to be ready.
Oh my goodness, he took a shot. But what, again, another recovery. Good recovery by the Quakers.
Actually, they had the freshman in there kicking that one away. I believe that was Dane. So, Quaker football, the onside attempt no good. Artesians down by 13. Quakers need a first down, and they pretty much have it sealed away.
Yeah. It's going to happen. They're going to need it right here. They're going to need a couple stops. You know what they're going to do.
Artesians are going to try to load the box here.
You know they're passing. You got to send it. Or, excuse me, running. Nice tackle.
Good tackle. Gain of 1.
They're not going to use his timeouts yet.
He's going to let this clock roll in this one. But could have been a huge break.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's struggling over there. He may be hurt. The last thing you want
would have been huge.
Clock to stop, yeah.
Clock to stop off a Plainfield injury.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want anyone ever to be injured.
No.
But definitely would help.
Could have been a break. Could have been a break, but looks like he's going to try and shake it off. Hopefully, he's okay.
So it looks like he gained nothing on the play. I wouldn't be surprised to see Starnes get a little action, but no, they're going to give it back to Wayrich. Wayrich continues to roll.
Dragging some dudes. He gets really close. About 3 yards out.
And see, Coach Duggar still not using the timeout. He has 2 left.
Here we go.
Clock continues to roll. Down under 3.5 minutes. Or excuse me, right above 3.5 minutes. 3rd and 3. No timeout call yet.
You got to think this ball is getting handed off right up the middle.
To Luke Starnes is my guess. Haven't seen him on this drive yet, but here we go. Luke Starnes to the left side.
He's got it. He may be gone.
Still on his feet. Wow.
Just when they needed the big play. He seems like the guy they've been leaning on. He's been running hard all night. He's broke a few up the middle.
Still hasn't used a timeout yet. Clock continues to roll.
Yeah, you're gonna, if you stop him here, you're gonna call it. You know, you got 2 timeouts and 3 plays, so you're either gonna call it on 2nd and 3rd down or 1st and 2nd. Either way.
But best case scenario for this was a stop right there.
Yeah, that would have helped tremendously.
In my mind, I think you just go back right to Luke Starnes.
Yeah, I mean, he's been running powerfully.
This time he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to think the other team's going to call it now.
No.
They're going to let it go down.
They're just going to keep letting the clock roll down.
Again, 2:28 and counting. Plainfield, again, not going to snap it for another 20 seconds. So it's going to be around the 2-minute mark before they have to run a play.
Yeah, 15 seconds left on the
call
play
to
clock.
not call it yet.
Guess another run here, but you know, Artesians.
Oh, a fumble snap. Oh,
ball
another.
Still.
Wow, now you got to call it. You got to call it. They're going to call it around 2 minutes to go. That's just the last thing you wanted if you're Plainfield, man. Trouble with the snap, and it was going back.
So it's timeout by the Artesians. Artesians have 1 left. 3rd and 23.
So
I'm guessing
now, I mean,
handoff. Just try to run the clock. Artesians.
They're going to have to use the timeout if they stop them here. And after that, if you score, you have to get the onside kick.
You have to have the onside kick. No other way to stop the clock.
Yeah. Don't count it out yet, but they'd have to have a miracle.
Which, I mean, we've seen one earlier.
Yeah, I mean, if
in
they
the season.
They could score and get the onside kick and score again in 2 minutes. Let alone you got to hold them another 2 plays.
Again, I mean, We've seen them run the same play 3 plays in this situation in a row.
You think Plainfield tries to pass here? I don't know.
I don't think they try to pass. I think they give it back to Luke Starnes on that outside run where they pull that.
They've had some luck with that.
And the guard, and they ran it on the first 2, got huge gains. Third one, Artesians were ready for it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's been your best play so far.
Sure has.
3rd and 23, Braxton.
Yeah, you
ball on the
talk about
42-yard line.
That fumble snap's a killer, man. You have the ball, 10 yards to go, and now you're almost back in your own territory. You're 8 yards away.
So here we go, 2:02 remaining in this one. Artesians.
Looks like they're going to load up the box. Probably going to run it.
Need a little bit of a miracle.
Yeah.
Handoff.
Safe handoff. Nothing going.
Behind the line of
Don't want a penalty. Don't want a penalty.
Timeout called. 1:56.
So here you go. You're going to get the ball back. And it's all up to the offense. They got to score, and then they're going to have a miracle on the onside kick.
They've tried 4 already. Haven't got one yet.
Yeah.
That's kind of not trying to laugh or anything.
No,
but
I mean, they've tried a lot. And credit to the Quakers hands team, man. They're just making big plays up there.
Artesians.
They made some big catches.
I mean, you would think the Artesians may come after this one.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I mean, you do not want a penalty in this situation. Don't want to rough the kicker. It's like,
that's the absolute worst thing. You got to come after it. I mean, there's the 2-minute drill is where the Artesians live. They make all their money in the 2-minute drill. They've scored, seems like within 10 seconds before in previous games. So you know you can score. Mm-hmm. If you manage to score, you're gonna have to throw out your best onside kick ever possible. All Plainfield has to do is fall on
it. You get a touchdown, and then you're more than likely going for 2 in that situation as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a great game.
Lot to play out. Lot to play out.
So, punt unit for the Quakers. Clock is stopped, 1:56. Back deep is Stroud. Artesians are looking like they're coming after this one.
Why not?
They're coming.
Don't get it.
High spiraling kick. Bounces out of bounds.
Don't waste any time.
Around the 7-yard line. So good punt by the Quakers, and Artesians need to drive down. We'll still wait for the actual spot. I think it's about the 7.
Yeah, it'll be around that area. Got a minute 49 to go.
To travel down 93 yards, get the onside kick, and then travel another 50 yards. Back-to-back touchdowns. It's doable.
It is doable.
Nothing, you can never count out this Artesian offense.
Absolutely not, but they're going to need some big plays, I'll tell you what.
Lets it fly downfield.
Wanted the flag. Good coverage from the Quakers. Not sure there was much there. That ball was kind of not catchable.
Yeah, maybe if it was a little deeper.
If it was deeper, you may think about calling. I like the no call, though.
I like the no call as well. Dotson, if he would have made a little bit more of a play for the ball.
Yeah.
But, again, a little underthrown. So, 2nd and 10, only a couple seconds rolled off the clock.
If the Artesians got any trick plays, you're throwing at them now.
Reynolds drops back. Has some pressure. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught, I believe.
That'll be a first down.
But they're
you got to go quick. You got to go quick.
I'm seeing some walking here. We got to
we
got to get on the ball.
I see Hunter Stroud walking. I see Draven Sender. There you go. A little bit of, you got to go, man.
The clock's still rolling here. We got to get on the ball.
You still got 85 more yards to go.
Rolls out to his left.
Nice block, Lucas
Reynolds lets it fly for Stroud. Double coverage. And he drops it.
They called the flag back there, though, so I don't think it would have mattered. I think they're going to call a hold on Dewey on the initial block, and I'm not sure it was. I'm not sure if that's the hold they saw or not, but either way, that could have been a huge play.
The biggest issue right now is that clock. Down to 1:17.
Oh.
Holding offense after distance to the goal replay.
So even if you would have made the completion, it would not have mattered. Holding was already called.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that thing go down, I was not hoping Hunter Stroud didn't catch it, but I knew if he would, it would have been an absolute heartbreaker to come back.
I just love the confidence that Reynolds has in his wide receiver, Stroud.
why not?
We'll watch it.
You throw it up to him, he somehow usually comes down. He's always a step behind.
I don't understand how he's double covered and always still behind both of the
He's always
defenders.
a step behind.
Reynolds.
Nice screen pass to Hunter. He's got a lot of room.
Stroud with room.
What a tackle.
Great tackle.
What a tackle.
Clock's going to roll, so we got to get on the ball.
You're going to be under a minute
quickly
before you snap this, and I'm still seeing some guys walking around, man. You're under a minute to play now. You got to be going quick, and the Artesians are not seeming to do that.
I'm not seeing the urgency of this team. He lets it fly to Stroud again, double covered.
That's going to pick, and that's going to do it. That will do it. Someone needs to get Hunter Stroud because it could get ugly.
And that is going to be the game in this one.
Credit to the Quakers. They came in here, something to prove. Obviously losing this game last year. Plainfield's going to use a timeout here. Coach Duggar doesn't seem too happy. Can't blame him. I mean, this game is over. And a lot of Quakers ran on the field towards the end. Coach Duggar obviously not very happy with that one. Credit to, let's see here, 21 if I can find them. There we go, Jack Aldrich. It looked like one of the Plainfield defenders said a couple words to Hunter Stroud, and he was still talking, but Jack Aldrich went over there and pulled him out of the way. So that's a good team player right there, not allowing something silly to happen at the end of the game. But credit to the Quakers, man. They came in here, great game plan. This offense is really powerful, and they put together a heck of a game. But the Artesians, you can't overlook this good season they've had. I know this isn't the outcome they wanted, a loss last game of the season to share the Mid-State. I know they wanted it outright. But, man, you can't take away how good this team has played all year up to this point, and they showed some fight. They could have quit coming out of halftime and laid down and not done anything, but, man, they came out and they fought. They gave us a game. And shout out to the Quakers. They're going to be sharing the Mid-State Conference title with the Artesians. Off again. Artesians back-to-back years winning a share of it. And
this year, kind of split three ways. Artesians, Quakers, and the Hawks of Decatur Central all get a piece of the Mid-State title.
I'll tell you, this team's got a lot left in them, though, Nate. They got a sectional that they should be able to have.
I mean, if we can get real quick, get that sectional back up onto the thing, we'll look at that real quick. Look at the sectional for the Artesians.
Yeah.
We will be back here next week. Me and Braxton will be here back. As we see next week, the Artesians will host Charlestown, who are 1-7 before we made the graphic. I've not seen what their score is of their game, but Artesians will host Charlestown.
Nate,
with a win there.
Yeah.
I believe that's the way I think it is. I mean, I'm not really exactly sure at the moment how the sectional
Yeah,
works.
they'll host 2 home games if they win. If they beat Charlestown, they're going to host the winner of Silver Creek and Connorsville. And if they're able to win that, I think they're going to travel to whoever wins down low. But, Nate,
Silver Creek's going to win. They're like
yeah.
So if Martinsville wins, Silver Creek wins, it will be at Silver.
So it will be at Silver Creek if Martinsville's managed to win against Charlestown. But nevertheless, Artesians, yet again, a share of the Mid-State Conference. And not how they wanted to end the season, but they should have a sour taste in their mouth, and they should have something to prove next week. They have a chance to win a sectional for the first time since 1996. It's been a long time coming in that journey. Take out the whole season, it doesn't matter. It's a new season starting tomorrow morning. The Artesians, if they want to do something special, everything that's happened up to this point doesn't matter. It all is about what happens in the next month.
Yeah, you don't want to discredit anything about the regular season, but
absolutely not. Whether you're 0-8, 0-9, or
who cares what you did in the regular season? All that matters is what happens in the playoffs. Artesians, Plainfield, and Decatur Central all wins a share of the Mid-State title.
Yeah,
and that's
you got to be proud of that too. I mean, even though you didn't win tonight, you didn't win it outright, you still get a share of it. So, nevertheless, we'll be back here in a week, Nate.
Yeah,
big
we'll be
play,
back here.
big game next week. Starts next week. Really starts tomorrow.
Yeah, Charlestown. comes to the Artesians. And that is going to do it here from Ciderwitz Field.
Yep.
As the Plainfield Quakers do win 50-37 over the Artesians and win a share of that mid-state title. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching tonight, and a special thanks for the ones in the broadcasting program here at Martinsville who helped produce the live stream tonight. For those students and my broadcasting partner, Braxton Dilley, I'm Nate Long, and we'll see you next week when the Artesians host the Charlestown Pirates in the first week of sectionals. Good night, everyone.